What's up, bitches? I'm sorry to interrupt the Rise of Nazjatar music, but it is time for the stream to start. Give me 1 second, guys, while I set up everything on Discord right quick. And then we'll go ahead and get started with the stream. Howdy, howdy, everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. It is another week. It is another Thursday, which means it's another stream. And, today we're not going to be doing really anything different compared to what we've been doing every single week. We're going to start off with like the first 10 minutes bullshitting around talking. What the fuck is that? Oh my goodness, that dude's fucking like mount was just covering that. I had no idea what that texture was. Alright, so after we go ahead and we do like the 10-minute greetings and getting caught up with chat and stuff like that, then we'll go ahead and probably, I'm debating on whether or not I want to run Torghast or not. Probably not though. We'll see, because I still gotta run it on my Paladin, and I really don't want to do it on my own time, but at the same time, I'm really not feeling Torghast tonight, so we'll have to wait and see. For sure though, as the title says, Mimiron's head drops tonight, so we're gonna be running it on my DK, we're gonna be running it on my Rogue, and then we're also gonna be running it on my my Pally as well. And then after that, we might take a little bit of a break and do the Hellfire Ramparts until we get instance capped. And then I'll probably go ahead and level up my Monk all after that. So the first thing that we're probably going to do is probably going to be not Torghast, sorry, the Ulduar runs on all three of my characters, and then go to Hellfire Ramparts. I'll see how I'm feeling, if I want to do Torghast or not, but it's Cold Heart Interstitia, and that takes kind of a while. And I'm not really down to do all of that right now, but we'll go ahead and see. You know, we'll just go ahead and see what the vibe of the stream is and if anything changes. But let's go ahead and get caught up with the chat log. How are you guys doing tonight, by the way, guys? Good to see you all once again. Thank you for all of you guys for coming this early, especially Schnitzel. For some reason, he is able to be the first comment of every single stream, which I have absolutely no idea how that's even possible, but it happens. Schnitzel, good to see you again. Good to see you at the front and, you know, the first person commenting every single time. Ethan, good to see you again too. Yo, what's up, Emily? My Steel Banana Peel. Yo, what's up, dude? I'm early for once. You're not gonna miss much. The first part of the stream is just me bullshitting around and talking. It's not really me doing anything actually until like after the first 10 minutes. I'm early, boys. How are we all doing today? I'm doing good. I actually got started with today's stream a little bit late today, so sorry to you guys about that. What time is it right now? I got started around like 20 minutes late, and that's because I lost track of time, and I was eating and I was watching Vikings, and then I kind of just was a little bit too lazy with turning on the stream. It was a bit too, it was hard to get me off my ass, but I eventually did force myself to start the stream. So, sorry guys for being a little bit late, but hey, at least I'm here. I feel like he's just spam refreshing around 11 PM, so he is always first. Possibly. But the thing is that, like, that's still some dedication though, right, Ace? Because, what's it called? I'm like 20 minutes late to the stream. So if they were doing that like, every single stream for like the first, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, because I'm never really too much on time with my streams. I don't flick it on directly at like 9 PM my time. It's still kind of impressive. Some of us are drunk and eager. I wish I was drunk, although I kind of am thankful that I'm not though, because if I was drunk on stream, I'd probably say a lot of stupid ass shit that I'd regret in the morning. And I don't think I'll ever stream under the influence. That's more dangerous than driving under the influence, streaming under the influence, because you don't know what the fuck you're gonna say or how the fuck you're gonna interact with people, and you might say something that you don't want to. So, wait, it's Friday? Not for me. Not for me. It's Thursday. PUBG when? Hopefully soon. You know, Chow, PUBG is a game that I was in love with when it came out. My boys and I played it a lot when we took a break from WoW, because it was just before Fortnite took the rise. PUBG was pretty popular, but it died off hard, and we tried to go back to it, or at least some of my friends did. I didn't try to go back to it, and I don't know, man, every single time we thought about going back to PUBG, it's like the thought quickly vanishes. Like, we play for like one day and it's just gone. Like, the urge to play is gone. But it's not like a game that I can like discern why I fell off with it. Like Legion, the second half of Legion, I have a whole myriad of reasons why I did not like World of Warcraft at that point in time. But when it comes to PUBG, I just don't really know. Like, the only thing that I gotta say is that, like, I don't know, it just didn't really keep up with the times and get with the just keep up with a bunch of stuff like Fortnite did, and how it got pretty much in tune with all the media stuff and whatnot, and whereas PUBG kind of stuck to its own and didn't really keep up with the times. I joined so you don't have to play PUBG. Thank you, very thank you. Would love to see some PvP, but you do you. What's it called? I did a bunch of PvP last week, but I usually don't do PvP on stream, because then I can't talk to you guys. I have done PvP on stream before, and that was back when I had internet issues, but I don't plan on doing any today, because when I stream, I usually tend to do the tedious shit so you guys can distract me so that I don't have to do it off stream, if you catch my drift. Did Necrotic Wake 8? Oh my god, I cannot speak. Did Necrotic Wake 8 and died 55 times. We had no heals, Pepe Hands, and it was 23 minutes late. That's not as bad. We'll see. On this guy. Oh wait, no, it's actually not on this guy. A Sanguine Depths run that I did on my Paladin we were around 40 minutes over the timer this week, and we had 69 deaths. So the good news is that at least we ended on a good number of deaths, but the bad news is how overtimed we were, and that was not fun. So I feel your pain with overtiming keys and just being like, you know, dying a bunch of times. It was not fun at all. Why does Zygor guides just straight up lie about ore routes? I don't know. I don't use Zygor. I have no idea. That's something that you'll have to bring to Hiru's attention. That's something that you gotta bring to them. Schnitz is a hacker? Hey, as long as he's not hacking my shit. Is this the real Hellscream? No, this is Crucial. Ciao. Hello from the guild. Hello from the YouTube stream. Yo, what's going on, Valdir? Good to see you. Yo, Adore, good to see you again. How's it going, brother? Have you seen the latest buff, nerf announcements, thoughts? I have seen some of the Mythic Plus buffs and nerfs, but I haven't really seen a lot of the class ones. I haven't really kept up with a lot of the hotfixes in that regard. Like, I know, what's it called? For instance, the Venthyr ability for Warlocks got buffed a bit, but I don't think it'll change so much to the point of where it'll become meta. Like, I think Arden Wield is too strong when it comes to Warlocks. And I have seen other buffs and nerfs, like, I saw the other side got nerfed a bit. Hakar's Sons of Hakar's do less damage, and his Blood Barrier has less health, if I remember right. And what's her name? Dealer does less damage with her Arcane Lightning. But other than that, I haven't really kept up too much with the nerfs of anything. I don't really go out of my way to really read a lot of the a lot of the hot fixes that Wowhead puts out. I just read what's really interesting. Like, oh, speaking of, something that's really interesting that happened this week is that, yo, they finally put out the Valor system, or the badge system, rather. Or announced that they're going to put it out, rather, with 9.0.5. So I'm really stoked about that, because finally they have heard our pleads about how Mythic Plus is absolute dog shit when it comes to actually gearing up, and they're actually doing something about it. Now let's just hope that they address the loot scarcity problem that is prominent in raids, because their job is not done. This is just the beginning. They've pretty much opened up this expansion with a lot of issues, a lot of convoluted systems, a lot of inconvenience that they need to rectify, and this is just only one of the many problems that they need to address. But still, regardless, it is great to see that they are making the transition to listening to players and actually addressing these problems. But they just gotta do it to them all now, which is a lot. What the fuck, Uncle Crucial didn't say hi to me? I didn't see your comment, Myth. Sorry about that. But hello. It's 11:30 for me. Not quite Degenerate hours yet. Shake my head. No, not yet, but it will be. Especially for the EU people, it's Degenerate hours right now. Who else is going insane? Farming love is in the air. Not me. I have not queued up for that once. But I probably should, so that I can at least say that I'm trying to get what to get the mountain stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our way to Ulduar now. The flight path is going to take a while anyway, so... I know I didn't read every single comment that was on here, but I will keep up with the rest of them as we try to fly to Ulduar. Yo, what's going on, Naruto? Good to see you again. What are you up to? What are you up to this week? What are you up to tonight? Good to see you every single week, Naruto. I still remember the first stream that you came in. I think the first time that I saw your name, I was running the Oculus. I'm pretty sure. And I was leveling on my rogue or my priest. I think it was my priest. I was leveling up on my priest with like 4 other viewers, and we made our own group. And I remember seeing you in the chat. If you came into a stream before that, I don't think I recognized you, because that was the first stream that I remembered your name from. But it's good to see you every single week, dude. It's awesome. EU people represent now, because well, I guess some of you are about to go to bed soon, but then others of you will wake up in a few hours or in like 30 minutes or so and replace the ones that do go to bed, because it is like morning over there for a lot of you folk. All right. Yo, so I know last week we were talking about like The Last Kingdom and stuff like that. I was watching that show on Netflix, bro. I actually really like that show. It's really nice. I'm watching the first season of Vikings right now, and I'll be honest, I'm not really a huge fan of it so far. It's like kind of it's not, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm just too accustomed to The Last Kingdom, and I like the show so much that like when it came over to a different sort of vibe with Vikings, it just kind of like fell off for me. But I'm still watching it. I'm gonna watch probably like the entire show before I can make an actual judgment of it. But just right now, the first like 6 episodes or so, it's kind of but hopefully I will like it as much as I do The Last Kingdom, because you know, I love all of that early medieval, late antiquary stuff. And also a lot of like the Saxon versus like Danish shit that happened back then. It's really cool. I'm so pissed by that tweet Ian made. They can't change loot mid-tier. They literally nerf loot drops just before the second week as a bug fix. They have the power to reverse a stupid A decision. Ace, I haven't seen the tweet that Ian put out, so I don't know the full context to it. But if he indeed said that they can't change the loot rate mid-tier, then that's pretty bogus. I agree. Yeah, there's definitely a lot that they can change. I really do think that with Ian at the helm, the game just becomes more and more tedious. Like, I don't mean to be somebody that just bags on the dude, but I don't really like him at the helm. The game feels more and more like it's just adding on layers and layers of convoluted systems that do not need to be present in the game with him at the lead. And I feel like he worries way too much about player uptime actually playing this game rather than it actually being fun. And if he did in fact tweet that, then yeah, I would be pissed as well, because that is a to put it into, you know, casual terms, bullshit fucking excuse. Bullshit. I was lucky enough to get Mimiron's head in my first 30 tries. Goddamn, every single time I do this shit, bro, there's always somebody that says, I was lucky enough to get it on my first try. I hope you get it tonight. I'm not gonna get it tonight. I'm not gonna get it. Was taking care of Puppy again, and yep, I was here for Oculus leveling. Yep, that's awesome, dude. Speaking of like pets and shit like that, so right now, guys, I don't have I don't have any pets. My grandma has a dog, but I only see her, or go to her house rather, around like 4 times a year, so I don't really get to see the dog that often. So I've been like really wanting to get a pet because I haven't had a pet in like over 10 years, and I've been thinking about setting up buying an enclosure for like some guinea pigs and stuff like that too, because I don't know, man, those motherfuckers are so cute, dude, and I really like want some of them. But I was actually looking at the dimensions for the enclosures, and I know guinea pigs are pretty big and they need to like run around and stuff like that, but it's actually pretty shocking how big the dimensions are for the closure. It's like lengthwise, it goes about 4 feet lengthwise for like most of the cages, and it's pretty nuts. I did not expect for it to be that big, not to mention that you gotta let them out too and stuff like that. So it's something that I'm thinking about. I really want to do it, but at the same time, the habitats are a lot bigger than I thought that they were going to be, so I'm not exactly sure which one that I want to get now. I gotta get one that really suits you know, my house and my room and stuff. I'm really having a hard time creating a new alt. I keep getting to level 30 and giving up. Do you have any tips on classes or specs or races to play? Nelly, tell me in the next comment again right now and tell me what you prefer to play. Do you like to play melee or range, DPS, tank, or heals? And then from there on, we can probably get to a class that more suits your style. Ian was a wonderful boss designer. Get him out of a leadership role and make him a designer again. Yeah, I don't like him designing at all. Like there's so many issues with WoW right now that just do not get addressed, and rather than actually addressing the majority of them, like they have addressed some of them, right? Like the Mythic Plus loot system, which is thankfully they finally did, and they weren't too stubborn to just let it be as it was. But there's still a lot of other issues, a lot of fucking bugs that they need to rectify, rather than just because one of the main concerns going to Shadowlands was they added so many systems that people were afraid of how buggy Shadowlands was going to be, on top of how the balancing was going to be. And if any of you guys play PvP right now, you already know how fucking broken shit like Convoke is. I mean, like balance, not balance, Guardian could go balance affinity and get full moon through Convoke. It is literally insane. So I really do think that before Blizzard can even think about adding all of these systems, first of all, make sure the systems make sense. Make sure they're not stupid ass shit like fucking anima weeklies every single week for absolutely like no reason. And once the systems actually have a purpose, make sure that you can balance them too. Because let's be honest, in terms of class design for WoW, it's not extraordinary. A lot of the DPS specs are literally just build dump systems. A lot of the routines for how you do damage carry over from spec to spec. It just differs in how you actually like build or dump. What cooldowns you need to press when, what you need to hold off on when. So like in terms of balancing, this game isn't like, you know, impossible to balance. It's actually rather easy to do, considering on how streamlined the structuring of a lot of the classes are. So they can't live by that excuse of it being too complicated to balance, not in my opinion. If they made it fun, the playtime would go up. Crazy concept theory. Yep, indeed. Like, I don't know. Back during Legion, what I just said, all of what I just said back during Legion would have been very controversial, and I wouldn't have said what I just said. I would have kept it to myself, or I would have just like dipped my toes into it, said a few sentences, and then just backed out because I didn't want to start an argument. But I think that a majority of the people today do feel like Shadowlands and WoW as a whole is truly feels like a job because of how many ridiculous time sinks is installed in the current version of the game right now. Is that shit really attacking me from over there? No, I don't think that is. I think it's just these two. It's just these two. Or 3, 4, how many of them are over there? But yeah, like I say every single time we stream and I go off and on about this stuff, guys, I hope you guys know that when I do say stuff like this, it's not just to shit on the game, it's a critical perspective that I take on the game, because whatever I do care about, I'm critical about in every single aspect. Rarely do I ever say, oh man, this is good and this is fully free from fault. And at the same time, I don't bash on something just simply to bash on it. If I'm critical of something, I am critical of it for a reason. So hopefully you guys, I mean, you guys are the ones that bring these topics to the table and we discuss about it, right? But at the same time, I hope you guys also don't get tired of me complaining about certain issues to Shadowlands, because there is a lot of issues that are present. But again, I do acknowledge stuff that actually deserves to be commended, like them actually adding a badge system with which you can upgrade your gear with Mythic Plus. That's going to be awesome. I just wish that it didn't stop at 220 and it went up to 226 if you did like 17s, 18s, or even like 20s or stuff like that. Some people I saw like said that like they want 20s to give like 233 to be upgradable to 233, and I guess I can kind of see that, because like the amount of people completing 20s right now is like it's not crazy, and it's not a crazy amount, just like there's not a crazy amount of people that are glad, not a crazy amount of people that are killing Denathrius on Mythic, but in time that amount of people will, you know, continue to grow, and people with 233s will continuously increase, so that sort of diminishes the rarity of the items at that level. But at the same time, that's to be expected when you go further into a tier. So I do support the notion that people that complete 20s should have like 233 gear, at least be upgradable, and like from their vaults and stuff like that. I feel like 226 is a bit, maybe a bit low, but I don't know. I'm just happy with the changes that they're going with right now. I just wish that it didn't cap at 220. According to the forums, stoking hate is all YouTubers do, and yet we keep coming back. I don't see the issue. Yeah, I mean, like, what's it called? The people like the quartering, they're pretty, I wouldn't say they stoke hate, because I don't want to say that. It's just like they address a lot of criticism or controversy regarding polarizing issues or topics within a specific topic, like say Star Wars, for example, and people still watch that, right? So people like drama. People like drama, and I wouldn't even really say that's like really drama, but more of just I don't know, criticism and polarizing shit. Just not in a playable state, in my opinion. You know, to be honest, Goremonger, a lot of the people that I play with right now, they either do YouTube, or like one of them does YouTube pretty much. That's like their main source of income, in addition to me, you know, streaming and doing YouTube. Another one is in the Navy, and he has a lot of time to play right now because their hours are kind of iffy depending on like where they're stationed or what they're doing, so they have a lot of time playing the game. So I can't really speak from a perspective of somebody who has a straight 9-to-5 job to really say if this game is like unplayable or not with how you go about your daily routine, plus this on top of it. All that I can say is that if I was still in college, there would be absolutely no way that I could play WoW in its current state. There's just, I mean, there is a way. It's just I wouldn't be on a lot, and I would fall behind a lot, which means I probably wouldn't get AOTC until very late into the tier because of how much stuff you need to keep up with. It just feels like there's a lot of stuff that you are obligated to do once you log in. But honestly, if you isolate yourself from those types of systems, like say the Maw, Stygia, and Callings, and World Quest, if you just don't do them, like I don't fucking do them. I just like the 210 out of 1000 Anima right there. That's from Mythic Plus right there. I don't go out of my way to do Anima World Quest every single week. The last time that I did Anima World Quest was when you guys saw me do it on stream, which was like a month ago. If you just refuse to do those systems, the game is a lot more enjoyable. But that doesn't really diminish the grind factors that are associated with keeping up with the current version of the game, like Torghast. So I was here a while ago and I was giving you the odds of you actually getting it, but at this point you're just broken. Dude, there's no fucking way I'm getting this. I just put it in the title, bro. There's no fucking way I'm getting this. No way. No way. Oh my god, this fucker. Stop reviving them. They're destined to die. As they do every single week. But on a lighter note, I'm enjoying raiding with my friends. We started a raiding guild like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. And we got Denathrius down last week, and it was pretty solid. Dude, we executed the fight really freaking well. Like our parses were not that good because of our group composition was ass, bro. Like we were rolling 2-3-6 because we didn't have enough people to like really get more DPS and stuff like that. and we executed the fight like as best as we could. Like, positioning was great, mechanics were dealt with great, and I gotta say, Degenerate is one of the more difficult bosses on heroic difficulty that I can ever recall fighting. I've been raiding Mythic since Warlords of Draenor, and with the exception of skipping a few tiers, of course. Like, I didn't do Tomb of Sargeras with Kil'jaeden, because I heard Kil'jaeden was pretty difficult. But in terms of like heroic bosses, I can't recall a heroic boss that was as difficult as Degenerate. But at the same time, you know, the scaling could be fucked because we ran it with 236 rather than 239, which would have been more ideal. So who knows, maybe the fight would have been easier had we had more DPS. I mean, absolutely it would have been more easier, but with the group composition that we ran it, and with how demanding the HPS and DPS walls were, with how many mechanics that you also have to balance, it was pretty intense. It was pretty intense, but I'm glad that we got the kill. It was pretty awesome. Of course, when we actually went ahead and killed Degenerate, you guys want to guess how many pieces of loot dropped from an 11-man group? Take a guess. Except for those of you guys who saw my Twitter post, you guys are not allowed to give an answer to that. Oh my god! I just realized I didn't have Wraith Walk. God dang it! Fuck. I was like, there's something wrong here. Why is this taking me so long? But I was distracting myself with talking so much that I kind of didn't notice up until this point. 2, 0, none. The only way that I think that there would be none is if there were people that would be saved, and then they would have their loot, basically steal it because they're already saved to the lockout, and then there would therefore be no drops. Otherwise, I don't think it's possible to get 0 drops. But some of you guys got it. It was 1 piece of loot. In an 11-man group that killed Degenerate, there was 1 piece of loot that dropped. A single piece of loot. It was honestly insane. I actually had to look it up to see if it was a bug, because a lot of people were saying like, yeah, we should have got 2 pieces of loot. It was a bug. But then apparently there's a chance, if you're over a 10-man group, if you're 10 or 11-man, there's a chance of you getting 2 pieces. Not guaranteed. So we only got 1 piece of loot. And I mean, honestly, when it comes to loot, I didn't really care at that point. It was more of like, holy shit, we did it, guys. This is our first AOTC kill together. This is awesome. And it only took us like 1 week before that of progressing, and then we got it the next week. So I was really happy about that. But then when the loot dropped, it was like, I don't know. It kind of got overshadowed by the fact of how awesome it was to raid with everyone and get the kill. I have 23 boss kills on Mythic, and I got 1 piece so far. Actually, let me see how many pieces of Nathria loot I have. Don't count this one. This is from my cache. So I think, but am I actually rocking 0 pieces of Nathria loot from raids? Oh, this is so there's 1 right here. There's 1 right there. 2. I am 3. I'm rocking 3 pieces of Nathria loot, and I've been raiding heroic since like it came out, and that's honestly not too bad, I guess, considering that, I don't know. I mean, it's still bad. It's still bad, but at the same time, the reason why I only have 3 pieces equipped is not only because that's how few loot pieces that drop, but also because the loot from Mythic Plus vaults are better. So I was hoping to get the tanking trinket off of Kael'thas this week, and also the tanking trinket off of Huntsman, Barghast's Leash. I know Barghast's Leash is kind of like underwhelming, but I kind of like it just so I can meme, and those 2 things will not drop. So that's more shitty. That's more shitty. I mean, I cleared Nathria normal and killed the Nathrias, got my BOE rating Lego, so I was happy as well. Yeah, I mean, like, always look on the upside, I suppose. At least we got our legendaries. I've been tanked since Burning Crusade. I've played a lot of Arms Warrior and Affliction for DPS. I'm not opposed to Ranger melee. Healing isn't really my thing. Same here. I've tried Mage and Rogue, and it's meh. I can't speak for Mage because I don't play Mage. Rogue, What spec have you played for Rogue, Nelly? If you've played Outlaw, then I don't know what to tell you. Because if you've played Sub and you're like, meh, then I would suggest respecing to Outlaw. Outlaw is kind of fun. But you do need kind of a little bit of change in terms of secondary stats. But if you like tanking, I really recommend that you play Prop Pally. Although the it is pretty mashy, so if you have a problem with your wrist, just keep that in mind. But I really do like Prop Pally. But the problem with Pally, though, if you roll that, is that I personally find Ret really boring. And you don't fancy Holy, so that really leaves you only one spec to do anything on, and that's Prot. So, you know, Prot is okay right now. Prot Pally is okay right now for Mythic Plus. I really enjoy their playstyle. That's why I'm playing them, and I would recommend that. As for DPS, what did you say? You played a lot of Arms Warrior and Affliction for DPS. Well, Warrior plus Warlock equals Death Knight, so I would suggest playing an Unholy Death Knight because you also used to play, you know, Affliction and stuff. And yeah, I would say those are my 2 recommendations to you, or 3 rather. Respect to Outlaw if you haven't. And then also, in addition to that, try Unholy DK and also try Prop Pally. Both are pretty fun. Especially since you're not shying away from tanking or anything like that. Also, if you roll DK, then you can also go Blood. Blood is pretty fun, although it's... some would argue that it's not as good right now. I don't know how much damage a Blood usually does in dungeons, but according to rankings right now, Blood DK is actually better than Protection Paladin, and I do well on my Protection Paladin. Like, shit is fine. So if you're able to master Blood DK and you like the playstyle, then I would recommend that as well. Another fun melee class is Windwalker Monk. I've also been leveling a Windwalker, and that also doubles because you can also go Brewmaster as well. So if you like the Brewmaster playstyle and you also like melee, I would also recommend Windwalkers because I don't know how crazy how mashy they are at this expansion, but I imagine with the Bastion ability, I forgot what the name is, that reduces cooldowns, that gives CDR and stuff like that, then it's probably pretty fast paced. And they also do a lot of damage in Mythic Plus, and they're doing pretty okay in raids, so I would also recommend them as well. They're pretty cool. And also, they're really strong in PvP, so it triple dips into that as well if you're also a PvP enthusiast. Bear Druid has been fun for me because the rotation is simple, so I get to focus on more important stuff while tanking. Dude, Belarus, I ran with a Bear Druid that we 2-chested a Sanguine today, a Sanguine 13, and he was like not that geared. Like, he wasn't impressive in terms of his IO. His IO was like 900. And so when he did the first hallway, this is what he did. From the first hallway, he pulled the first pack, and then he chain pulled everything else after that. And I just was not expecting that at all. And I was so surprised at how little his health dipped or fluctuated at all. His health was pretty damn steady for the most part. Now I heard Bear Druid was kind of boring, but in terms of survivability, they seem pretty beefed out. So yeah, if you fancy Boomy, you also want to try out Guardian, then I suggest that as well. But I have heard that Guardian was a bit boring. But I don't know, maybe things have changed with Balance Affinity Convoke. Maybe that shit will make things more fun. Not sure. Not sure. Just came back. I work a factory 9 to 5 and taking. Oh man, that sounds fucking brutal, my man. That sounds really bad. It worth it to dive in for Mythic Plus? You talking about tonight, dude? Or are you talking about to resubscribe to the game to do Mythic Plus? I'm not sure how you're wording that, so I'll just give an answer for each one. If you're thinking about getting into Mythic Plus right now, bro, hey, if you're not tired, then go for it. But if you're thinking about balancing school, working a 9 to 5, and then also doing getting into the game for Mythic Plus, nah, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Dungeons right now are a lot better than dungeons were in BFA, both in terms of quality, thematic, and also I think the difficulty of this expansion for dungeons is a lot easier than last expansion. Last expansion there were some pretty tough bosses on Tyrannical, but this expansion there's not too many crazy ones. But still, regardless, even though it's better than BFA, that's not a high bar, and I wouldn't recommend getting back into it. I would just say, do you, man? Do you get done what you need to get done? And dude, first of all, let me just say much respect to you for going to school and doing a 9 to 5. That is really rough, man, and I commend you for it. I'm in Frost DK, but I also really love to play Blood DK. Oh, I should probably do this before he finishes casting, before he reads that. I'm in Frost DK, but I also really love to play Blood DK. It's a lot of fun. Oh my god, the fucking messages went up. It's a lot of, where is it? It's a lot of fun, and I tanked a lot during BFA. Another interesting melee class might also be Survival Hunter. I think it's really unique. Survival Hunter is really unique, but have fun trying to pug as a Survival Hunter. If you queue as a Survival Hunter to like Mythic Pluses or something like that, it'll be pretty hard to get an invite, I think. God dang it. God dang it. No loot. But why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Alright. Time to do it on the next character. And keep in mind though that I also run my keys with one of my friends plays a Survival Hunter. But at the same time, we live in a time in World of Warcraft where if you roll the wrong spec that is not considered at least middle of the pack in the meta, then it gets exceptionally difficult to get into pugs. Thankfully for me, that's not an issue because I play Unholy DK. But in terms of like playing a Frost Mage, playing Survival Hunter, then that might be a bit difficult. If you get invited into like something that's a 15 or higher and you're not Marksman, then they'll probably like laugh at you or some shit because people are assholes. I'm not saying that because you know, you're wrong for picking Survival. I'm saying that because that's the response that you should be ready to expect. 100%. I think BFA had a lot of cool dungeons except for Mechagon. Fuck Mechagon. I hated Shrine of the Storm, Lords. First of all, yo Lord, good to see you again. But well, let's go back. Shrine of the Storm. The last boss here, Volzith the Whisperer, was fucking AIDS, dude. I actually despised that boss on Tyrannical. It was pretty hard for me to see the tentacles, which way they were slamming. So, like, whenever there was a tentacle that just spawned near me, I would just run the fuck away. I don't really mess up on mechanics too often, but I remember one run that I did with Volzith. I don't know if Tim's in the chat right now, but I ran it, I think, with him. I died so many fucking times due to the tentacles on one attempt that it just made me had a loathing for the boss. But it was also my fault at the same time. I don't know, I was just out of it that day. But there's a couple bosses that I think are pretty difficult in BFA. Like, the Unbound Abomination can be pretty hard if you don't know what you're doing. Kragmaw is a boss that I despised in pugs, because if you have a really strong wheelchair group, like say Ret Pally, DK, Warlock, then that boss could be a nightmare with how many worms you have to stomp over, how many maggots, ticks that you have to step on. And then this dude also did a lot of damage too. This guy, he looks scary as fuck. And he does a lot of damage as well. So if your heals are not on par, then he can be pretty scary. Yeah, there's a few tough bosses in BFA that I'm kind of glad that we're up and done with. I saw somebody said that they weren't a fan of what's it called? Toldegor. The last boss I actually really liked of Toldegor. I didn't find him difficult at all. It was just just a means of positioning, not knowing when not to move, and just, you know, being smart with your positioning and stuff like that. So, all right, let me just clean up my bags real quick. I don't want a lot of shit in my bags from transmog runs, because even though my bags are already messy, I'd rather just clean this up right now so that later on I won't have to clean up my bags too much. But I do need to clean out my bags quite a bit though, quite a bit. Alrighty, let's go ahead and log over to let's do the rogue first, because after we do the pally we're going to oh, that's not the transmog I have, by the way, so thank you for resetting. But I want to go ahead and do my rogue first, because after I do it on my pally I will probably just go straight to Hellfire Ramparts. I hated Mechagon as well, and Shrine. Also, last boss on Mythic Plus. Screw those two dungeons; they gave me PTSD. Another hard boss was also another hard dungeon was also Waycrest. If you didn't have the damage for the trio boss, it was absolutely AIDS, and it was not fun. That boss would actually be a wall if you couldn't, if you were unable to provide the DPS. And also the last boss of, speaking of DPS walls, the last boss of Ataldazar, I think it was, the spider one, that she was pretty fucking nuts as well. I actually really liked that fight because of how chaotic it was, but at the same time it made me go like, ugh. A sense of dread just washes over me because I just, you know, how much effort that you got to devote towards being able to do that fucking fight is just, ugh. The Ataldazar bosses were horrible in pugs. Yeah, they were. I think that pugging in Shadowlands, oops, I'm going the wrong way. I think that pugging in Shadowlands is a lot easier in terms of the difficulty in dungeons than pugging in BFA was, because a lot of the BFA dungeons were actually kind of difficult. I thought one of the easiest dungeons was Mechagon Workshop, but there were a lot of times where we just wiped, either in a pug or us doing King Mechagon, where we wiped due to like just stupid shit. Like people couldn't dodge the orbs going out and whatnot, or they would get bounced off the platform, or the tank would think that they're in melee range when they're not really in melee range, and then he would go ahead and hit some of the melee or do like party-wide, you know, damage and just like wipe everyone. So yeah, that was fun. Except for the first boss, Underrot had some tough bosses. Yeah, the first boss was really easy, but I liked Underrot. It might just be because I ran it several times on one day. I can relate to that there. I ran what is it? Underrot around like 15 or 16 times in a single week, trying to get the fist weapon on my Demon Hunter, trying to get both fist weapons. It was a big single target DPS increase, but honestly, running that didn't really give me like a sense of dread for the dungeon. It just kind of made me like it more, actually. It was weird. It's one of those circumstances where the more you do it, the more I actually didn't mind it. It was kind of weird. But that doesn't mean that like I didn't find it dreadful at the same time. You know, spamming anything, you'll find that dreadful. Yo, what's up, Jan? How's it going? John? Pugging is viable to 19s and 20s. Afterwards, it gets real tough. I can imagine so, yeah. I did a full clear run of Blackrock Depths a couple nights ago. It took 3 hours. It was also the most fun I've had in the game doing PvE in years. If this is how people feel doing Mythic Plus, I totally get it now. Not really. If you spend a long time in Mythic Plus, then people don't really find it fun. They'll either leave or they will, or it'll just be a bad time. Because there is a timer on it for a reason. It's not like the old days where if it takes you a while to do something, it's like kind of fun. Now there is a strong incentive to do like a key on time, and if you don't make that timer, then you just get, you know, then everyone just has a bad mood. Then a foul mood befalls everyone for a good reason, but you know. Yo, Jack, what's going on, dude? I'm doing well, You know, just getting the weekly stream out of the way. Yo, what's up, Murable? Good to see you. I'm doing fine. I'm doing good. Just had a bunch of food, and I don't know if you guys remember, but a while ago I did a stream where I did like absolutely fucking nothing. Like I'm talking about like nothing. I was AFK talking in front of my stream for about 2 hours doing jack all bullshit, and after that stream, I actually felt super dizzy and lightheaded. And that was because I went directly from raiding to the stream without eating any food. So I will never make that mistake again. So that's why I always stream on like Thursdays or Fridays now instead of Saturdays, because I raid on Saturdays, and also I eat before stream just so that I can get the energy I need to like stave off this 2 or 3 or 4 hours, however long I'm going to be streaming, usually around 2 though. Your vids are great. Laptop broke a couple years and I haven't been able to fix it. Keep up the great content. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your laptop, dude, but I'm glad that you like the content. I'm glad that you like it. Ethan, you're there for every stream, man. You're there for every stream. Oh, speaking of, I need to turn on the fan, dude. It's getting really hot here. I should just keep the fan on at all times, but I don't want to waste like the power, man. I try to be kind of conservative with how much power I use. Except for keeping my computer on all the time, of course. And also I keep my light on in the room at the same time. And that's not really due to a preference of me keeping the light on. It's due to the fact that if I played this game with my lights off, and then I went into the other side where that motherfucking dealer would throw a flash grenade at you, I might actually go blind. And I would, you know, rather prefer not to see the next the rest of my life. Just, you know, having my vision be obscured due to a mechanic in WoW. So yeah, I tend to play with my my lights on quite a bit. My IO is 700 and I've cleared almost every dungeon plus 9, and I cannot for the life of me get into a plus 10. Chris, what you need to do is you need to pug your own keys. If you as in like your own key, you need to do your own key. If you push up your own key, then you'll have no need for getting into plus 10s, because you'll have those from your own dungeons that you're pushing up. We live in a time where no one's gonna invite you to a plus 10 if you haven't already done one, or the chances are very, very low. And honestly, that's what I kind of did with my alts in BFA. In order to actually get up to the 15s, I pushed up my own keys, and then pretty much was able to get into other people's 15s a month or weeks after, because of the fact that I already had some 15s under my belts from my own keys. So that's kind of what you have to do. It's shitty, but it's the way it is. Well, I gotta go to bed, everyone. Hope you all have a great day. Arkstar, thank you so much for tuning in, dude. I hope you have a great night's rest. No nightmares. No nightmares. I will be blind, dude. Fuck yeah, I'll be blind too. Dude, honestly, there are so many bugs in Shadowlands, but one thing that I just hope that they fix that's not even a bug is the graphical effect of the dealer, man. Like, that shit is way too bright. It is way too bright. I remember the first time I saw that, I could not believe it. I was like, dude, was that just this bright for you guys too? Like, did you guys just fucking see this, or did you guys have sunglasses on and you're not shouting out in pain? Real OGs know this channel's real name at one point was Hellscream. Oh, no, that was my brother. My brother's name is Hellscream. I took over the channel. Real OGs know that. Got into doing hierarchies with my guild so much better than pugs. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. If you're deterred from wanting to pug, then join a guild. Because even though I saw in one of my comments, they were all like, wish I had friends to play WoW with, and people were all like, join a guild. And he was all like, it's not the same. Joining a guild and playing this game with people is different than playing the game with people that you click with. And that's a hard fact, dude. Because I've been in several guilds since coming back with Shadowlands and stuff like that, and BFA, and I can say for certain that if I didn't have the friends that I have right now, then it would be hard to make new friends, to be honest. Because yeah, you can find people that play this game, but how many of them will get your humor? How many of them will laugh to your jokes like the same way that, you know, your close friends would? Like, who can you be a dickhead to and like have them know that you're not serious? You know, it's different between playing with friends and playing with like guildies. And although like some of my friends are guildies that I've met from the past, not all of them are. A majority of them are not. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to, like, you know, to sort of make your clicks and stuff like that. So I felt that, and I hope that person one day is able to meet their own clique in WoW, because playing this game with a clique is pretty much like the only way I can play it. I cannot play this game alone, dude. And if my friends unsubbed, I would be I'd be very sad. Be very sad. Oh, yo, what's up, Dizzy? Took a break from leveling my priest to get the twisting mount, because I was not dealing with maw dailies with fucking priest mobility. Ugh, the twisting corridors mount? Gross, bro. Yo, I want to make a statement right now, guys. I apologize for if what I say isn't like direct, or like it's like, what the fuck did he just say? It's because usually sometimes when I like play this game and I'm like looking at chat and then also you know, hitting my buttons, things don't really come out as clear as I could if I were to just like stop right now, like right here, stop and just talk, you know? Know what I'm saying? It's like, I remember this one time where my friend was driving on the highway and I was talking to him, and he was saying, I asked him a question and he was saying some shit to answer it, and it just made no fucking sense. I was like, bro, what the fuck are you saying? He's like, sorry, I was merging fucking lanes. That type of rhythm. That type of rhythm. Yo, what's up, Bit? What's going on, brother? Most guilds are filled with boring people. Hey, you know, that's not true here, though, dude. Yo, speaking of, Bit, we need to get you to level 60 so we can do dungeons with you, man. We need to do dungeons with you. So we can also raid with you, too. Speaking of, can you raid right now, by the way? Like, do you have the time to raid at the moment, or can you not because of work? Oh, shit! Oh, my God. I thought I fell off right there. Holy crap. Oh man, thank fuck. Otherwise, Ethan would have. That would have been another fucking thing for Ethan to hold over my head. I actually thought I just died there. Saw Delphine do the BJ. Thought to myself, I could do better. Okay. That's a very weird fucking thing to at me with. But I like it. Hey dude, I love your videos. They make me laugh and have a good time. I also love the jokes where you're just roasting Thales. Oh man. Dude, honestly, bro, they're not even jokes at this point. Like, Thales, are you in here right now, bro? Like, they started off as jokes and me just teasing Thales, but my fucking goodness, man. That dude's DPS has actually decayed over the past 2 weeks, even with more gear. To the point of where I was just fucking like, I wasn't even like roasting him with jokes this week. I was just straight up like, dude, what the fuck is happening over there? What is happening? Did Davos ever text you back, bro? Davos is too high off the radar to notice me, man. Maybe when I get to 200,000 subscribers, but ain't no way she gonna respond to me yet. Ain't no way. On what days a raid I can probably handle once a week? Dude, come whenever you want, man. But we raid on Saturday and Sunday at 8 to 11 Eastern. But yeah, come on whichever day that you want, except for Sundays right now, because that's the day that we kill Degenerate, and we can't really take people in right now to that are low level for that fight because what is it called? We don't have it on farm yet. We're still like probably gonna struggle to kill it for the next 2 to 3 weeks and then have it on farm. We just need DPS, man. We need strong DPS right now. Yo, speaking of which, any of y'all want to join our guild? Invites are always up. Yo, speaking of which, man, like every single time I go to Oribos, there are like 4 or 5 people that instantly, the second that I step one single, like I stick my big fucking toe into Oribos, and trade chat is just filled with guild spammers. There is definitely an oversaturation of guilds recruiting right now, and like an undersaturation of people actually looking for a guild at the moment. It is nuts. It is fucking nuts. What's your realm? Zul'jin on NA. Zul'jin, that troll we all love, that like had his eye taken and like gave up like his arm. You know, that one character from Heroes of the Storm. But yeah, we're recruiting anyone who wants to join us, regardless of your level. If you are a Horde character on NA servers that want to join us, then you're welcome to. But we are also especially looking for people that can that are raid ready, that can do mechanics, that can push Mythic Plus, and for that we're looking for all roles, tanks, healers, and DPS. Although if you do tank it, then you will be it will have to be off spec because we are full on tanks right now. I just say that we're looking for tanks because in case any of them needs to call out or anything like that. Ja, feel me? I'm sorry to disappoint, friend, but I'm on EU, so there's a little difficult on my part. Ah, dude, it's all good. You know, half the people I played with are actually EU, though, and they moved over to NA, so. I will pop off on the deeps, bro, once I farm all the shit I need. Dude, I'll help you farm it. I'll help you farm it. I won't be able to help you all the time, but I'll try to get you a few dungeons every single week. It makes it easier because I tank, so since I'm able to tank, I'm able to bring people in to fill up for DPS role. Because last expansion, I remember my friend Nate, he was our main tank for dungeons, and whenever he wanted to play an alt, it was like impossible for him to do it because there was like no other tank that we rolled with at the time. But I fixed that problem this time, and this time I'm able to tank for anyone that needs to be geared up. But at the same time, don't expect to join the guild and for us to carry you if we don't know you, because you know, you never know who's going to just join for a week then leave, who's going to be carried, have the gear, but then ultimately not be able to do their rotation or, you know, do mechanics, and just overall not be able to keep up with the performance necessary for farming heroic. I know that's not a high bar, but there are people that they're like 215, they do 3k DPS. So just giving you the hard facts right there. Everyone is welcome to come and socialize and run Mythic Pluses with each other, but if you expect to raid, then you know, it's just keep that in mind. Jesus Christ, why is Zul'jin so laggy? It's not laggy for me. It might be laggy because, are you an Ardenweald? It might be laggy because of the world boss. That might be why. It's crazy how much of a DPS check that you really need for the Castle Nathria raid. It's just crazy. Dude, Dragonic, it is pretty nuts, yeah, but for the first Let me go real quick over to Nathria. For the first like 7 bosses, you can carry a bunch of people for the first 7 bosses. It's like no problem. But when you get to Sludge Fist, Stone Legions, and Sire, it starts to really ramp up in difficulty. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, I agree. It's pretty nuts the amount of DPS and HPS walling is present there. Like, I remember when we cleared the first 7 bosses, we were like, man, this is like a joke. This is like no problem at all. No problem. And then we got to Sludge Fist, and then, of course, you know, with AOTC guilds, there are going to be some people that ultimately you're going to have to carry. It's the hard reality of the truth. It's not a cutting-edge guild. People are not that serious, so there are people that just end up being, you know, on the lower end of the meters, and you'll have to carry them. And that happened with us on Sludge Fist. I remember our first night of doing Sludge Fist, we couldn't down him because with the composition that we had at that current time, by the time he hit that 4th pillar, he was still at 20% health. So it was pretty much like a wipe at that point. But now it's no longer an issue. Now it's just being able to keep up the healing meters on Sire Denathrius. Sire is a tough fight. A tough fight. But it's also a really fun one as well. I do that good thick bear tanking. Yo, Belarus, come tank for us. Come tank for us. I can't, like I said, I can't guarantee that you'll be able to, if you tank, then you'll probably won't be able to raid as a tank, but Mythic Plus for sure. For sure. Alright, let me go ahead and, which way do I want to go? I want to go to Spark of Imagination. Sludge is easy, it's just 1 fuck up and it's a wipe. It is easy, and you're right, it is basically 1 fuck up and it's a wipe, but at the same time, if you don't have the DPS for it, then like, you're just fucked. Or the healing for it as well. The healing is pretty nuts for it. Like, his roars do some pretty significant damage, and why has my music stopped? Oh, it hasn't stopped, it's just Grizzly Hill ambience, and there's like... I had a playlist, what happened to the playlist? It just like vanished. Hold on guys, let me put on some more WoW music for y'all. So that my voice isn't like the only thing that you hear. Alright. I can do any role, to be honest. Hey man, like I said, we're accepting anybody who wants to raid with us so long as you're chill, you're not harassing people, and you can do your role. So if any of you guys are interested in raiding with us, we are focused on getting AOTC every single tier, and we already have AOTC, so that's pretty much going to be it. We're not going to be mythic raiding at all. It's very casual in that regard. But right now we only have like 1 mythic plus group, and that mythic plus group is only whenever I'm on, like pretty much for higher keys, I mean. And I want to get like more people to do mythic plus, so I want to invite more people, more of you guys who might want to join us to do mythic plus and meet other cool people in the guild, because there are a lot of people right now that are like fresh level 60s that we can't really gear up because we're either doing something else at the time, or we are, you know, busy gearing up someone else and we can't help them. So if you ever want to start up a new character and level up on Zul'jin, now is the time, because there are a lot of people right now that can gear with you. What do y'all need for specs, healer, DPS, or tanks for Mythic Plus? Well, for our main group, we don't really need anything except for maybe maybe some DPS, but like I said, our main group is it's just our friends, and we're usually always on. When it comes to what we need for mythics, it's like whatever. Like, we can use anything, because I'm more inclined to have a second group running than actually filling up for roles for like us, because we already have so many alts and people that can do different roles for like our like only Mythic Plus rating group, that we don't really need any other role right now for like our main group. We just need more people to come in to start up like other groups to do Mythic Pluses with like the newer people, if that makes sense. So just play what you want in that regard. But in terms of rating, if you plan on tanking, we are already full on tanks. You are welcome 100% to tank Mythic Pluses and an off-spec, have that as off-spec in raids, but then DPS or heal in raid, because we need DPS and heals for sure. In terms of what DPS you guys are wondering, if you know, you're interested in actually joining, we could use an Affy, we can use Windwalkers, and we can use Warriors. So actually melee, we're pretty low on melee at the moment, which is kind of surprising, because usually a guild's pretty high on melee. But you can play whatever you want. You can play whatever you want. That's just kind of like what we need at the moment. Alrighty. Let's go back to Shattered Walkway. Yeah, Mac. For second groups, like I said, we don't even have a second group at the moment. It's just a bunch of people that are level 60 that are unable to really do higher keys because of how undergeared they are. So really right now it's just bodies. It's just bodies. But if you're the type of person that could play any role and that could roll with any class, you have no preference, then I would say just one that can like be a tank or a DPS. Or actually, you know, I don't think anyone really heals outside of Oz, if you guys know him from my last video, and also Nile, the drunk healer in that video. So maybe healing DPS would be better than tank DPS. Who knows? Yo, what's up, Gurdon? How's it going? Again, sorry guys for, you know, being so shitty with like talking and explaining shit. It's just, like I said, multitasking is kind of hard. It's just reading everything and then just reading shit and then keeping up with my own thoughts and then following up with responses. It's I don't do so well sometimes, so I apologize. What item level should I aim for to start doing heroic? 200? Yeah, 200's fine. 200 is great. Are you planning on raiding with this, Dizzy? I thought you had another guild that you raided with. If you get the mount this run, I'll give you 100k. Bro, that's chump change. I'm not even hyped for that. Actually chump change, dude. The fact that you said 100k, Tim, is actually a disgrace to yourself. I know after I said that, fucking Tim was just like, this fucking guy, dude. Bro, that's half my gold, bro. That's actually like 100th of my gold, man. That's how embarrassing that is. That's how embarrassing that is. I had a nightmare the other night. I dreamt I had to farm legendaries and renowned for all my alts. I deleted myself. I like how we're at the point where grinding for WoW has become a nightmare. Somebody like tweet that at Ian, bro. Like look at what he's doing to poor Sashimi-san. Giving them nightmares about the grind. That's how like awful the current state of WoW is. They disbanded like 2 months ago now because of basically 2 people recruiting for different reasons. Oh, I see. So wait, so what are you doing right now, Dizzy? Like what are you doing in WoW? Are you still playing with them or like playing with your other group of friends, or are you just winging it? Because I haven't heard from you in a while. Yo, speaking of, I don't know if you remember Zeph, Dizzy. I think it was like the one night that you were playing Mass Effect 3 and you were rescuing Javik. Zeph was also in the call and we were like talking a bunch. Yeah, he keeps saying that he's gonna play WoW with me, but then he never fucking does. And then he just like says like, when are you gonna play League with me? It's like, bro, I'm never gonna fucking play League with you. If you want to play a game, bro, then we could play WoW or like Siege or something like that. I'm never going to fucking play League with you in my life, bro. Zeph, if you're here, dude, fuck you. Alright, Tim, you know this, you already know this mount's not gonna drop, bro. You should have just said 1,000,000 gold, because then that would have meant something. Damn it. Alright, Paladin, don't fail me, don't fail me. I started playing Pharaoh again today, haven't played it since Legion, and managed to parse like 78 on a few normal raid bosses. Nice, dude, nice. You know, I actually found parsing a bit more difficult in this expansion than I did in BFA. In BFA, let me just say how I parsed in BFA. There were times where I parsed epics, or times where I parsed legendaries on BFA without reading a single fucking thing. I would just see, I would just see what corruptions are people rolling with, what talents are people rolling with the boss, and that's it. For fucking Shadowlands, I'm actually kind of having trouble parsing. Most of the times, it's like, if we have a boss on farm, I parse blue or I parse purple. Rarely do I, you know, like parse green, except if it's like on progression or something and I'm like more concerned with staying alive than I actually am doing damage and I'm like death striking or something like that. But yeah, dude, like I'm actually having trouble parsing this expansion compared to like BFA. BFA was like so easy. And I was still parsing with like over 15,000 people on my like Demon Hunter as well. So it definitely wasn't like a the fact that I'm playing like a meta spec DPS compared to back then, because Havoc was good back then. So all right, man, dude, I wish that they fucking grouped up gear by like item level, so I know what I got from Ulduar, what I can sell and shit. Like, why is this bracer all the way over here with... I know it's like grouped up with the other bracers and shit, but like, god dang it, man. Alright. Let me make sure... Yeah, okay. And then sell this shit. Sell that. Sell this. And then I think that is it. Time to log on to my Paladin. And then we will do Hellfire Ramparts after. I know you guys are so stoked about Hellfire Ramparts. I want that Mage Tower bear form so bad, but I missed it, so it is what it is. Yo, Belarus, I have a, Oz from my last video. He's the Resto Shaman that usually heals our keys. He, when he swapped from EU to NA, he refused to tank because he didn't have the bear appearance from the Mage Tower. But, now he's actually getting back into tanking, like, 2 expansions after, after that fact. But yeah, dude, I feel that. That bear appearance is so fucking sick, dude. It is actually so good. It's actually so good. Alrighty. Man, my bags are really fucking full right now. I should go to the bank and deposit what reagents I can. I saw Dizzy say something. Let me go back up to what the actual fuck. Sinfall is so fucking confusing. I do remember him. I server transferred to Wormus because that's where my main friend group is. Gotcha. I've been playing League and being able to climb up in ranks. God, League is so gross. Everyone excited to grind out their gear again for Valor upgrades. I'm not sure about me being excited to grind, but I am excited for the upgrades for sure. Who PM'd me? Nikak Luda. Hello. Hello, Nikak Luda. Alright, so let me actually... I'm actually lost here. Where is the fucking the bank is in Halls of Holding, huh? I think that's where it is. I need to deposit my shit there. Fuck you, Tim. For those of you guys who want to know, he messaged me something really inappropriate over PMs. Thankfully, I have the chat blocker. Otherwise, I could be in big trouble right now. Actually, fucking just racial slurs. Alright. Let's go ahead and sell some of the shit in my bag so I can at least loot a couple of the bosses. Because I have like transmog from weeks prior that are still sitting in my bags. I don't care if that's BOE, I'm just gonna sell it. I'm not on an RP server, so it's kind of hard for me to sell like BOE, low level legacy BOE transmog loot. Alright. Getting all of this out of the way. Dude, that's how little I attend my bags. That like the weeks prior when I run raids, legacy raids, and then get the transmog for it and then keep it in my bags, I just like don't sell it, and then you guys see it on the stream, the stream like the following week where I still have that shit in my bags. That's the type of level we're on right now. That's the type of shit we're on. Yo, by the way, guys, what is it called? Tim has a YouTube channel. And he does the same type of shit that I do, where he does basically like Mythic Plus, like meme videos or whatever. So if you guys are interested in watching 2 of those videos a week, rather than just 1 of mine, then go watch his videos. Because even though they're... Oh, fuck. I felt like I had to sneeze right there. Hold up. Oh my god, it's just lingering, bro. Please, either fucking sneeze or don't. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna just keep talking, even though it's like really uncomfortable. Even though his videos, it can't possibly match the quality of these, right? Like, y'all can go visit his channel because I don't know, he can prove to be entertaining a couple times, I guess. I don't know. He's like, the videos are pretty pitiful if we're being honest, but I don't know. Y'all can help him out if you want. I'm not sure. Not really sure. Tim has some pretty good videos. Oh, Dizzy, please. No, don't lie in chat. Don't lie. You have no idea how much legacy BOEs have made me on Moonguard. It's lit. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, BOEs sell for a fuck ton to a bunch of people on RP servers. But if you're not on an RP server, it's a lot harder to sell BOEs on. It takes a while. Oh, yo, what's up, Fabby? No, I need to do Torghast on my character shit. Why did you come in here and say that every single time you come into my streams, and you bring my mood down by saying that? Why do you come in here and say that all the time, Fabby? Why? Especially when you use Elixir of Giant Growth and you can tower over everyone in that with that bear skin. Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. Oh, best feeling in between sneeze and not. I don't know what's worse, Happy Face, being in like the middle of sneezing or not, or like taking an exam and having a runny nose and then having your face down. Because okay, let me put this into perspective for y'all. Some of you guys in college, y'all may be in some like easy classes where it's like you don't have to face your head down a lot to take an exam, where it's just a bam boom type of like question answer. You read the question, you answer it, you don't gotta think. But like for say like the ones where you gotta write essays for, the ones that you gotta write equations for, the ones that you gotta solve, bro, that shit is fucking ass when you have a runny nose. It is the fucking worst, dude. It is like, oh man, I experienced that several times in college, and it is so shitty, dude. Thankfully, my professors that I've had in college are not like babysitters where they're like, oh no, you can't leave the classroom after you started the exam. They're more like, put your phone on the table so that you can leave your backpack and everything here and then just go use the restroom. Because it kind of makes sense. It's like, it's fucked up to deprive somebody of going to the restroom if they need to. And sometimes a person doesn't really need to use the restroom until they're in that moment. So for me, I went to go blow my nose a couple times, thankfully. And unfortunately, there wasn't anybody in the hallway that I could cheat off of or ask for answers, because that would have been really nice. But, you know how it is. How many slurs minutes does how many slurs per minute does Tim's channel run? I don't fucking know, dude. You have to ask him. I try to stay away from that. Although we did find a dude in LFR yesterday with a very fucked up name that I'm debating on whether or not I want to put it in a video or not, because I don't know how that fucking name got past Blizzard's fucking naming system. And at the same time, it's a messed up name that like I don't really want to add in a video, but it was part of the experience. So I kind of just want to add it at the same time, because it's like, it's not, I wasn't the one who fucking made that name, and I didn't condone it, so. Or you drip on the paper, but you can't get... Oh, bro, what the fuck? You drip on the paper, but you can't get it off, and then the teacher knows you did... I don't know about any of that shit, bro. That shit never happened to me. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that, Dragonic. Maybe that's a you type of deal, but I'm not so certain about that situation over here. I'm not too certain about that. Just made this tune to ask when you guys raid. We raid Saturday and Sunday, Eastern, 8 to 11. I think I have it in the description too. I think I have the times and days and more information about the guild in the description. So if you're curious about the guild and shit, then just go in the description. I saw a couple of videos on this, but it's insane how people kill each other just to get a PS5. What the fuck? I mean, it's expensive, but I thought they were just rumors. I haven't seen nobody kill anyone over a PS5, but I also haven't really been keeping up news on the PS5 because I'm not going to get one. But if I were to get a console, it would definitely be a PS5 over an Xbox, dude. Fucking the Xbox has been sucking ass lately, dude. Their games have just been shit. Like before Halo became multi-platform, that was pretty much like the only thing that like was the reason as to why we got an Xbox. We got it for Coder, we got it for Coder 2, we got it for Halos, and then all the Halo games. And now PlayStation has all the cool exclusives. What does Xbox have? It doesn't have anything. See you, mate. Gotta feed the kids and put them to bed. Yo, good night, Kieran. Good stream. Yo, thank you, Kieran. I hope to see you soon. Well, I'm not saying I'm talking from experience. Okay, dude. Yeah, I got you, quote unquote. I got you. I saw someone kill someone over snow. I question humanity. Dude, you know what's fucked up, Nick? I've seen that fucking video too. I know what video you're talking about. And let me just say that I didn't go out of my way to see that video. Somebody fucking linked it, and I was unfortunate enough to have to watch that. And yes, I know what video you're talking about. Gears of War. I feel like Gears of War is a more niche type of franchise. Like, Halo's really popular. Gears of War, it's popular, but it's not like insanely popular, or to the point of where people will buy the Xbox just for the exclusivity of Gears of War. Like maybe the first like 3 games or so, but I don't know. The past games I've heard they haven't been really too good. And I've played the first 3 games. I'm honestly not a huge fan of it. But like Halo has bad games and people still get hyped up over it. Of course people get hyped up over what's it called? Gears of War as well, but I don't think it's to the level of like Halo and stuff. Mass Effect needs to be an Xbox exclusive. That's how they'll get their people back. Anduin will do anything for love. Oh, well, if it's Sylvanas' love, then I kind of understand, bro. I do a lot of stuff for that as well. People are cray-cray out there? Yeah, bro. I remember I read a fucking disgusting story about how an elderly woman was trampled on Black Friday. It actually fucking pissed me off when I read about that. When harm comes to old people, it just, that's like a button. That's like, I just don't like that. I don't like it at all. I mean, like, when harm comes to anybody, of course, nobody's gonna like it. But you get to the point of where you're online and you see a bunch of shit and you kind of become, like, numb to it and stuff. But, like, when it's about old people, it's like, bro, just, it's fucked up. It's sad. Alright, Schnoids, let's steer off from that topic, though. Let's not get too graphical or anything. Never played Halo, or rather owned it. Always had a PlayStation growing up, so I was a COD child. Hey, I was both a COD child and a Halo child. Yeah, I think, like, if you were to grow up being one franchise over the other, like, say, Halo or COD, oh, man, that would be a hard pick. See, I love the Modern Warfare saga, but that's, like, pretty much it. I'm not denying that there's other good Call of Duty games. It's just that's when I stopped playing Call of Duty after Modern Warfare 3. I did keep up with Advanced Warfare, but that was pretty much it. I feel like Halos 1 to 3, and Modern Warfare 1 3 were... They just really stood out of their franchise. Like, Halo 4 and 5 fucking sucked. And then Halo ODST is good, but I don't think it really... it's good, but I wouldn't say it's better than 1 to 3 because I really like 1 to 3. Halo Reach was good. And then COD, I just think that Modern Warfare 1 and 2 were fucking... were great. And then 3, I can't really... I don't remember too much specifics of the story, but I just remember I didn't like it as much as Modern Warfare 2. Like, if every Call of Duty game had the story that Modern Warfare 2 did, then I would be up with every, like, I would be kept up with every single Call of Duty game, for sure. Halo 3 multiplayer was peak, though. No party chat, so tons of community. Bro, Halo 3 period was great. Like, the music of Halo 3, the story of Halo 3, the cutscenes. If you didn't live through Halo as a kid, then I feel really bad for you, because Halo is just... Like I said, if I had to pick one franchise over the other, I think I'd have to go Halo over COD. But like COD, Modern Warfare 1 to 3 were solid, dude. They were solid. Sylvanas, all I want to do to her is shoot her in the head with an arrow on my hunter. I don't like her. Well, you got to be a special somebody to make Fabi not like you, because Fabi is like the most wholesome person here. There's a person in here by the name of Nightlu, one of my viewers. They used to be really, what is it? They used to be really kind and just, I mean, they still are kind, but they used to be really just, what is the word I'm looking for? Wholesome. Wholesome, that's the fucking word I'm looking for. Jeez. And I just can't think. And then then they joined my Discord and started shit posting, and I saw what they shit posted, and I'm like, oh, they're a degenerate like me. Oh. And I like that more. Halo or WoW? If we're talking, I mean, I guess WoW, right? Because I'm playing WoW right now and not the Master Chief Collection. So, I guess that answers the question. Like, WoW is an interesting sort of, bro, what is this ad right now? Get this ad out of here. Skip that. WoW is an interesting sort of, situation, because it's not a game that I'm currently in love with. but it's a franchise that I love. Actually, no, it's not really that strange of a situation because it's the same thing with Halo. I did not like Halo 4 or 5, but I love the franchise. It's the same thing with Mass Effect. I did not like Mass Effect Andromeda, but I love the franchise. So I take that back. It's actually quite common nowadays, especially with the current quality of video games not being the best. Do you feel me? She destroyed a tree. She can destroy as many trees as she wants. Anything for my queen. Just kidding, by the way. I'm not simping over Pixel. But she don't look too bad for a Pixel though, is all I'm saying. Dear humanity, we regret being alien bastards. We regret coming to Earth, and we most definitely regret the core. Just blow up our raggedy ass fleet. You gonna play on Hyjal Vanilla server, brother? No, Kazu. No. I'm not gonna play. Probably. I don't even know if I'm gonna play classic TBC, dude. That's like how much retail has kind of consumed my playtime right now. And also with that talk of like me trying to like figure out the situation with a pet, I kind of don't really have time to play another game right now outside of recording for this, editing for YouTube, and then you know, just dealing with that shit. So I don't think that I'll be able to play classic WoW, private servers, or TBC WoW anytime soon, dude. Anytime soon. Why the fuck would you play a private server when classic exists? I guess for people that are kind of late to the party, Schnoids. People that are kind of late to the party with classic. Like, I know if, say for example, if like I was busy with school for the past year and I missed Classic's launch, but I wanted to play Classic right now, but then I logged on to Classic WoW and like everyone's already at endgame level, that would kind of deter me. But I think I would still play on Blizzard servers because, you know, to get ready for TBC if I actually really wanted to. But at the same time, I can kind of understand for people that really just want to get into vanilla because they want to gear up with people, level with people and stuff like that, and experience a launch, maybe even a private server. Because from my understanding with Classic WoW right now, a lot of people, they are not even like outside of doing, you know, the current raid tier, outside of just doing like the current farms and whatnot. They're not really out there like leveling up new tunes and able to do like dungeons and quests through all of that and shit like that, and that really ruins the dynamic of Classic for sure, because that's pretty much what Classic is all about, right? Going around, meeting new people, and then leveling through dungeons, running through different zones, and getting help through quests and stuff like that. And if you're not getting help with like Whirlwind Axe, or if you're not getting help with you know, dungeons or something like that, then it's a lot more grueling than compared to if you were to play with an actual community that's not already at endgame level. For me, it's just because Classic had changes and I'm a cringe vanilla purist, so that's why. Hey, at least you called yourself at least you said you're a cringe vanilla purist after you know, saying that, because a lot of people, they're I don't know, man, you say the tiniest things and then they become incredibly toxic. Especially during, I saw with Classic, not really from my personal experience, but from like other videos and stuff like that, and this even extends to retail too, is that people get really toxic. There's just elitist toxic peoples on both versions, and you know, as long as you can joke with yourself, then hey, like what you want, just you know, don't get mad over everything, and I'm glad you're not one of those people. Most people just get their world buffs and log off until raid time. I just don't like Sylvanas because she did all this war and killing and shit because she's fucked up. Like, I get it, she's been through a lot, but that's no excuse. I don't know, bro. Like, let's take everything that you said, and then let's have that fucking one cutscene where Anduin says a couple things to her, and then she has like a bunch of doubt as to what she's doing currently right now. And that's Blizzard's writing in a nutshell. They have no idea what the fuck they're doing. So that's why I just don't pay attention to the story anymore. That's just my current take. To any of you guys who disagree, you know, you feel free to. I don't care if you disagree, but that's just my current take. Blizzard is excellent when it comes to expanding the universe of lore, but they are terrible in terms of writing it. They're terrible in terms of focusing on a direction. They're terrible in terms of character development this late into like the franchise. Of course, when the RTS came out, that was the peak of character development. When even like Wrath and Miss Pandaria, the writing was pretty good, but like, you know, WoW honestly is not that bad in terms of an MMO for its story, but it's also unfortunate because of the very fact that a lot of the people that play this game play it for the lore as well. So it's kind of a double-edged sword in that sort of respect. Hey Crucial, how's it going? Yo, what's up, Jay? What's going on, dude? Nothing much. Just getting in our weekly Old War runs, and then we're gonna get in our weekly Hellfire Rampart runs, and then I'll see how much I want to level up the monk. We'll see. The nostalgia elitists are everywhere though. Like even in Destiny. Oh yeah, for sure they're everywhere. Snow Chugger for sure are everywhere. Like even in Destiny 2, one of my buds never quiet down about how much better Destiny 1 was, but still pay $60 for every expansion. I mean, that's kind of like me too, to be honest. Like, I complain about Shadowlands a lot, but I'm still going to buy the every single subscription. But I think in that sort of retrospect, it's a bit different. It's not the fact that I have rose-tinted goggles for like old WoW. It's the fact that I believe that there are some serious issues with modern version retail. Yeah, I mean, I might think people's opinions are dumb as hell, but I don't send bombs to their house. Yes, Crucial, people sent bombs to people's houses for ninja looting Edge Masters. Oh, it's fucking hilarious, bro. I'm hoping when you are talking about bombs, you're not talking about like actual fucking like bombs that can kill people, and just like shit bombs or something like that. But yo, speaking of that crazy ass shit, Kazu, since you're up with the private server sort of scene and whatnot, I don't know if you were up to date with the private server scene back when Alex Sensual was making like exposed videos for Elysium. And then apparently they threatened him and his family. So yeah, them motherfuckers are crazy, bro. They're crazy. Or was it Light's Hope? I can't remember. No, I think it was Elysium. Yeah, I think it was Elysium. Because it was Nostalrius, then Elysium, then Light's Hope. And I think Light's Hope didn't have that drama. It was Elysium, I'm pretty sure. Ah, the good old days. Just woke up and saw this idiot stream and was thinking of playing something with y'all. No, I don't plan on playing with anything with y'all today, man. No. None of that. Are you actually thinking of playing though, Rez? Are you actually thinking of coming on? Like to quote the situation, I believe that Alex Sensual said that they were going to send quote unquote pizzas to his family, meaning that they were threatening his family. It was just they had like an Elysium mafia fucking, I don't even fucking know, dude. But if any of y'all remember my old private server video, the ones where I think it was called Private Servers in a Nutshell or something like that, that was pretty much the sort of comedy that I was basing it after. 1 second, guys, while I grab a drink real quick. Give me 1 second. Alright, y'all, we back. Oh, what's up? Went to bed at like 9 p.m. LOL, so now I'm not tired. How long are you gonna be? Oh fuck, I made a mistake. I accidentally looted Mimiron. Shit. How long are you gonna be up for, Rez? If you're up for a while, fuck, I got something in my nose. Excuse me. Oh yeah, that's good shit right there. If you're gonna be up for a while, then I'll probably do some shit with you after stream, dude. I don't really have to do anything today after. I already finished the video, so all I have to do is really render it. So yeah, if you are gonna be awake for like, or not awake, but at your computer for the next 2 to 3 hours, then I probably will be on, and we could do some like Mythic Pluses or something. Cause I need to get some done on my DK. I think I need like, or my Rogue. I think I need like 2 more dungeons on both to get my second slot in the vault. Yeah, they kind of messed up Sylvanus. Like, she could have stayed an aloof and dark horde leader, but they wanted to make her a villain and backpedaled on that. It was kind of like Kel'Thas. They turned him into a villain in BC for like no reason. And then with the Revendreth, the whole entire quest line and like this expansion, they had the opportunity of going back and saying that like, no, you know, we kind of like messed up on his character development, and they could have just, you know, revamped his story a bit and gave a background as to why he sided with the Legion. Maybe it wasn't due to a power grab, but more due to like him seeing it as a way to save his people after like Illidan seemed to like after things seemed to be going downhill. But they didn't decide to do that, and they just decided to make it as if like Kel'Thas was a bad dickhead all along, and you know, we were fools to have thought otherwise in Warcraft 3 and stuff like that, even though in Warcraft 3 and WoW he's like completely different characters. I did try turning my brain off at one point in the plots of Shadowlands because the game isn't bad. There are a lot of things to do and seem fun, but couldn't. What part are you talking about? What point in Shadowlands did you have to turn your brain off? Yeah, I'm down for some Mythic Plus because I haven't done any. Yeah, that sounds good, dude. I'll probably stream for like another hour and a half or so. But if you want to do Mythic Pluses after, then yeah, sure. Tim, are you still here? Let me check Discord to see if Tim is still here. He's still online. Alexandra quit games and said they were for losers and incels, then suddenly started playing them again and was shitting on peeps for playing WoW 8 hours a day, but plays Halo all day. I haven't kept up with Alex Central at all. All I know is that when he was a part of the WoW scene, it was pretty entertaining. It was definitely entertaining. Although that shit with his family wasn't cool though. Like that shit with like what Elysium did or said or whatever the fuck. Raz stealing Crucial away from us? No, I was gonna log off in like an hour and a half anyways, Ethan. Don't be mad with him. Don't be mad with him. Do you want to do Mythic Pluses after I finish the stream, dude? Tim? With me and Raz? I think Niall might be up. Is Niall awake right now, guys? Oh, he should be awake, but he's not on Discord. Fuck. I'll message that fucking idiot on his phone after. Oh, what am I doing? I accidentally threw a hammer at him while he was not even close to fucking Yogg. Whoops. That actual pally brain. How do you suggest finding friends on WoW to play with consistently? I recently got hired in a kitchen and may have to leave my guild due to playtimes. We were just talking about the difficulty in that earlier, Joe, where, dude, honestly, the only suggestion that I have for you is for you to be able to find a guild that suits your times. Because if you're not able to play, like, at versatile times, no, you don't have a relaxed schedule, and you have a really strict schedule where you gotta, like, you know, go to school, go to work, and all that jazz, then, it's kind of tough to find people to play with. But the only suggestion that I have for you is to just find a guild that is able to accommodate for your working schedule. That's pretty much it. That's all I can say. I really don't have any other ideas. Not sure. I would say maybe try finding a community as well, you know, with like the community tab. Let's see. Where is that shit? Oh, it's like under here, like find a community. But like those are kind of like iffy sometimes. Does freedom not work here? Freedom doesn't work against apathy? It's disappointing. Does Divine Shield work? I can't make Crucial streams sometimes because of work. Trying to hardcore play WoW would be absolutely impossible for me. Yeah, playing hardcore in WoW I think is like impossible for most people unless they're like a full-time content creator, streamer, or like just straight up don't have a job. Ironically, a lot of retail players say that, like, you know, they complain that Classic takes so long to level that they don't have 8 hours a day to grind to level 60. But when you look at current day retail, it's pretty grindy in of itself. Fuck! It's another week without Mimiron's head. God dang it. Alright, that's it. I'm done. I'm going to Hellfire Ramparts. Raz, can you message Niall on his phone? See if that fucking bastard wants to log on and do shit after? Oh, yo, what's up, H/? After BFA, I stopped caring about the lore. I just played to throw... Hold on, sorry, chat move. I just played to throw meaty chaos boats at other players and look cool while I was doing so nowadays. That's pretty much the main gist of WoW in current times. It's like to look cool and to just throw big numbers around, right? Alright, let's go ahead and sell all my shit so that I can actually pick up shit in Hellfire Ramparts. Oh, sorry guys for cursing so much today. I know you guys know that this is a family-friendly stream. Alrighty, let's go ahead and sell all of this. And learn that real quick. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way to Outland. And because I know somebody's going to ask, the reason why I'm going there is so that I can kill Omar the Unscarred and get the Purple Judgment Shoulders. And I I know somebody's going to ask it midway through as well. Just League of Legends? Go fuck yourself, Brick. I'm not playing League of Legends. Fuck the Grind of WoW, though. Yeah, I agree, though. Also, I have a new alt. Oh my god, dude. Fabby, what the hell, dude? Yes, my 28 character, my friend from Horde, finally want to level up something on Ally with me. Fucking hell, Fabby. You are fucking insane. What is absolutely wrong with you? You are insane. Just crazy. Just crazy. Your 28th character. Are any of your characters, like, raid ready? Like, can you raid on any of them? Or any of them geared? Or are you just, like, leveling, like... Or do you just have, like, 0 characters that are actually, like, kind of geared at the end, and you're just leveling up a bunch of characters? Because I know you said you do Torghast on some of them, so... I imagine that you have to be somewhat geared, right? I have 560s, and I thought that was too much. I have 460s, and my monk is currently in the process of leveling, which I should probably do after I do these, after I get instance capped here. And, yeah, I need to get him up, but at the same time, I have too many characters to keep up with, essentially. But thankfully, I'm done with Torghast on my rogue, so I don't have to run that every single week, so that's like a load lifted off of my chest. League of Legends is nice to play from time to time, but the toxicity is just, ugh. League of Legends is a game that can actually devolve you into a terrible human being. And the prime epitome of an example of that is Razzus in the chat right here. He's a toxic ass individual, man, and League has not made him better, bro. League has not made him better. I'm almost done Torghast on my Shami, and then I'm done. And I'm done twisting corridors, dude. I haven't even stepped... I'm not even going to do a single layer in Twisting Corridors. The only time that I stepped foot in Twisting Corridors was this week to see if the weekly anima power, the one where everyone can like jump into a ghost, would be able to be doable in Twisting Corridors, because then I would actually do it and that would have been fun for a video, but it wasn't an option, so there's no way I'm going to do it. No way. How do you get done with Torghast? Well, I have my legendary maxed out, and I have 5.2k Soul Ash. So, and at that point, I'm just going to continue doing the mission tables to get my 100 weekly Soul Ash, or however often it comes off the cooldown. And from that point on, if they decide to rework a legendary, I can just re-roll and, you know, instantly upgrade a legendary to rank 4 without an issue. So essentially, I am done on my rogue. But my paladin is not even close, dude. Not even close. If I want to PvP in Ret, dude, I gotta get Cephus or Final Verdict. For raiding, I need Mad Paragon. For Mythic Pluses, I need Divine Storm. But thankfully, my shoulders are max rank for tanking, so there's no problem there. So at least the main thing that I do on my Paladin, I'm actually done with. But I still need to do Torghast every single week because I need Soul Ash for all of the other shit that I just told you guys about. Yo, what's up, Milo? How's it going? Why would you think I'm toxic, you idiot? I don't know. Just a feeling. I did the Twisting Corridors quest, and I was like, nope. Dude, I was on voice with one of my friends. Say, are you in chat right now? I think I saw you earlier, but I didn't respond to your message because I just kind of forgot. But basically, she was in Twisting Corridors for like 2.5 hours, and she wiped on the last boss, and then immediately went back in to Twisting Corridors. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Why? You are insane. Alliance or Horde? I like both. I like both. I like Alliance cities a lot more. I like humans more than I like any other race, but I think the Horde as a whole has better races. Like, I like Orc and I like Undead. Whereas for the Alliance, I just only like humans for the most part. I do like Dark Iron, but I would only really play Dark Iron if I played a Shaman, which I don't. But I like both factions. I like both factions. I've played both of them for years, and I'll probably will go back to the Alliance sometime, you know, within the next 10 years or so, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Unless, like, all my friends just decide to go back Alliance for some reason, and even then, I would be pretty fucking sad about that because I really like the Horde. I started playing on the Horde, so it's good to be back home. Oh, there's a way that I can also solo cheese Torghast. If you get that anima power that makes entangling roots deal damage, it doesn't trigger combat. If you stay back, and you can just drain mobs without getting hurt. Really? I actually did not know that because I, for one, don't play a. Oh my! I got it! I got it! First run, I got it. All right, well that's done. That's done. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, well, because we accomplished that so quickly, I think I'll just go ahead and do Firelands real quick because I still need to run Firelands for like the mount and stuff, so might as well do that as well. I was thinking of just instantly logging onto my monk and start leveling, but I don't really feel like doing that yet, and I definitely don't feel like going back into Torghast. Alright, so we'll go ahead and log over. My hearth is not up right now, so I'll go ahead and just log over to my my DK, I guess. I know it's slower than my rogue, but I just like playing my DK. Grats, yo, thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you for the piece of loot that is like over 10 years old. Thank you. Why do you think of a third playable faction? What do you think of a third playable faction for us? Instead of adding more allied races, add them to a whole new faction. I think that it's a cool concept, but it adds more layering to the table when it comes to like just, you know, adding more cities and just like potentially adding 3 faction BGs and all that stuff, to where I think it's doable for sure. I don't really see a problem with why that wouldn't be feasible, and I would really like it if Blizzard did decide to do that, because let me just say that one thing that World of Warcraft lacks is innovation. They are so hell-bent on the same type of playstyle across the board on their classes, on the same grindy time sink sort of systems that we have that serve no purpose. Like, okay, I love grinds that serve a purpose, but like the weekly 1000 anima, renown, campaign quests, bro, they shouldn't be a thing. They're literally useless. And I think that like if they were to add more innovative stuff, like a third faction, or like, you know, more classes with 4 specs, more classes that actually differ in playstyles and how they function, and rather than just being build dumps sort of playstyles, then I would like the game a lot more, as well as a lot of people would like the game a lot more. In addition to, you know, just refining some of the old systems that we had. Like, I know some people didn't really like player housing that much, but a lot of people actually do like player housing as well. So, I think that if they refine player housing accordingly to the point of where there's still an incentive to go back to your major cities to do what you need to do, like for instance, go to the auction house, then player housing could work. It's just in Warlords of Draenor, it kind of defeated the social aspect because you had everything in your garrison. Just don't have that be a thing. Have it be to where you can customize your personal housing, but don't make it to the point of where people will, you know, have everything there to the point of where they'll never want to leave it. Alright, let me just go ahead and set the raid to heroic before I forget. Heroic, 25 player, okay. There is a third faction, it's called being neutral and playing an RP, and yeah, if it was implemented, it would have been nice. Going back on that third faction type of talk, I think the allied races is extremely lazy. I think that Kultirans and Zandalari were good, but I think that most of the allied races that came after that were pretty lazy. Like they're just literal fucking reskins of what we already have, and that is acceptable for shit like Dark Irons. That's acceptable, but like for other ones of these allied races, like Volpera, for instance, and other allied races that just share skeletons with like existing models that we have, they're just, I don't know. Like, I would rather prefer a new race that everyone can get behind, rather than all of these fucking stupid ass allied races just thrown at the table. Like, Nightborn look hideous, man. I would pay for a house in WoW, that would be awesome as hell. Yo, Sam Will with the 40.
What have you done?
What is that? What is that currency? I'm not actually familiar with that currency, but it equates to about 55 cents. Thank you so much, dude. Love your streams and your content. Take care, bro. Yo, thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. Vrykul for the next allied race? Yeah, dude, I'd be down for Vrykul for sure. See, maybe I could get behind allied races, bro, if they had like Quillbore and shit. Hey, Crucial, I can't say tonight, but good luck on your mount runs. Yo, thank you, Calendris, or Kellerendis. Sorry, I mispronounced your name. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night. It's rupees? Ah, gotcha. Thank you, guys. Me want Ogre? Oh, that's another thing, too, yeah. Ogres is, man, Ogres is, like, one of the oldest, like, races that we've seen in this game. I'm not talking about lore-wise. I'm talking about just, like, you know, we've seen it. Like, their model has existed for so fucking long. And we just don't ever really get like a lot of like screen time of them outside of Warlords of Draenor and them in BC and Vanilla, which is kind of sad. I feel like a lot of people would get behind Ogres, Ethereals, and also I don't know. I'd personally get behind Quillbore. I'd get behind Quillbore. That's just me though. I know I commented that on Nixium's video where he was like the best allied race and he said the Tuskar, and then I was all like, what about the Quillbore? And some people were just saying like, bro, that's fucking disgusting. I don't know, man. I think the Quillbore are fucking badass, bro. Like they're fucking sick, dude. Like y'all seen Hero's newest video, right? Where he talks about Camp Tarajo and how like the Quillbore slaughtered all of the citizens from Camp Tarajo that fled from the Alliance that invaded Tarajo. Bro, like that's fucking savage, dude. That's savage. Bacon, hell yeah, bacon. Dude, I actually would kill for Quillbore. I would kill for Quillbore, man. I'm surprised they've not made ogres yet, because Kultirians look like ogres without horns and tusks, to be honest. Yeah, they do look pretty fucking bulky. I really don't understand why they just don't make ogres. Like, there has to be something with the meshing that's, like, deterring them from wanting to make it. But I don't know. If, like, they did it with Kultirians, I assume they could do it with ogres. Although, the meshing is kind of fucked for some Kultirian races as well. So maybe that plays a part as to why they're so reluctant as to making ogres. But I feel like ogres is pretty high demand for people to actually, you know, be interested in that becoming an actual race. Sam Will has subscribed, dude, or he's joined, as YouTube calls it. He's joined as a member, which is the equivalent to subscribing on Twitch. Thank you so much for supporting the channel yet again, Sam. Appreciate it. Are there female ogres, or are they a sexist race? Well, we don't see him in WoW, but I would like to see, of course, I'm pretty sure, like, everyone, there has to be a female ogre model if they do decide to to make him a race. But yeah, dude, those are my three races right there. Ethereals, Ogres, and Quillbore. With Quillbore being at the fucking top, by the way. If Ethereals became a race, I think I would make my Undead. I think I would make my Undead Rogue an Ethereal instead, like an Ethereal Rogue. I think that really suits their playstyle, especially if you go sub and you like use shadow fucking you know, like use shadow magic on your daggers and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But I would probably make my Death Knight a Quillbore, dude. That would be fucking sick. That would be so badass. Oh man, I love like the boar sort of fantasy and like, you know, these types of games like Darkest Dungeon and like in WoW, where boar men, pig men are just fucking savage assholes. I love that sort of fantasy. It's just I don't know. Pigs are scary, man. They're scary. They're like fucking mindless brutes, and they have like no fear whatsoever. What do you think of the Valor changes coming? Oh, we talked about that earlier, Sam. I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited for it. I'm so thankful that they decided to actually pay heed to the problems that was plaguing Mythic Plus grinding. So I'm very fortunate that Blizzard's actually receptive to this expansion and is actually acting in a relatively timely manner, considering that in 8.3, you know, corruptions took a while for them to address as an actual issue. Man, now you have done it, rotting bacon would not be good. Yo, guys, can we make a petition for Quillbores to be a thing? Like, bro, I need a Quillbore, like, right now. I need a Quillbore right now. All this talk has hyped me up. And I'm not even just saying this because I'm on stream. I really want a fucking Quillbore. Like, really badly. Really badly. After they make Quillbores, what they need to do is they need to make Fury fun again, so I can go ahead and make Quillbore Warrior, because that is like the perfect race for a Quillbore to be a Warrior. And I don't like Fury. The only thing that I like about Fury is or Warriors in general, is the Legendary, that, like, you know, the Recklessness, Blade Storm, Dragon Roar Legendary. That shit's sick. Avatar, I mean. Bro, the Flame Talon mount dropped for me 2 weeks in a row in there. I mean, not to brag. I already have the Flame Talon mount. I got it to drop 3 times, so that's not the mount I'm going for. Fury is fucking ass. You know, they're actually pretty fucking good in Mythic Plus at the moment. Yo, did you guys know that I already said this earlier, but I'm gonna say it again because there's some new people that joined. Did you guys know for the Mythic Plus rankings right now that fucking Fury is over Unholy? It's doing better than Unholy at the moment. This is on Warcraft logs, by the way, if any of you guys are curious. Like, y'all knew that they were doing better than ARMS, but they're doing better than Unholy and Mythic Plus at the moment. They're ranking higher. They're placing higher. Just by 1, though. Just by 1. But it's still something to take note of. I think that Unholy is very strong when it comes to rating. But I think when it comes to Mythic Plus, they're a bit... They kind of taper off a bit compared to, like, Fire Mages and Outlaw Rogues. And the reason why is because... what's it called? Fire Mage is uncapped when it comes to AoE. Outlaw isn't. But Unholy also isn't. But I feel like Unholy really depends a lot on their AoE, in addition to Epidemic, is to also get the benefit from their AoE cleaves from their Scourge Strikes and their Death Strikes. And that is AoE capped. And I feel like that is a huge limiter. Especially, and it doesn't make sense when like shit like Fire Mage is not capped, and you see them pulling like over 100k like combusts and stuff like that, like in the MDI, where Outlaw Rogue's pulling over 100k, and then Unholy can't do it. It's very disappointing, especially considering what they could have done in the past. Yo, Philip, welcome to the Tricep Gremlin, brother. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting the channel, dude. Appreciate it. Make a glyph for DK that turns your Unholy pet into a Quillbore, or just oh, dude, okay. Sorry to interrupt you again, but that's another thing too, right, man? I don't get why Blizzard is so, like, they're too focused on, like, all these systems, man, that they don't even do simple shit like, I don't know, make glyphs actually interesting. Why is there no glyph for me to be able to make my my pet, instead of like an undead skeleton or a geist, into like a lich, an abomination, like literally anything, bro? Why is it tied to only those 2 things? Like, glyphs in this game are absolute dog shit. Toys in this game are fucking dog shit. And they can make them like so much better. But like, Blizzard is just so anti-fun, man. They're anti-fun and they're just unimaginative. I should go sleep. You do you, Aegis. If you do go to sleep, I hope you have a great night. Let me read the rest of your comment though, Dragonix. Sorry for going on that rant. Make a glyph for DK that turns your unholy pet into a Quillbore, or just imagine Raising Army was a bunch of undead Quillbores instead of zombies. Dude, I mean, like, it already makes sense because like Razorfin Downs was a thing, so like they can pretty much just update the models and well, I mean, they already updated the models with BFA, just like add new textures and overlays to the already existing models to make them undead or whatever, and there we go. We already have the skeleton, so. I want old fucking shadow form back. We were also me and Tim were also talking about that the other day too, man. You know what I want back, dude? Wait, am I missing someone here? Oh, I didn't kill Shanox. You know what I want, dude? I want Metamorphosis for Demonology back. I want that. That was fun. That was fun. Shanox is all the way over there. I'm padding to you slowly, brother. Padding to you slowly. Man, dude, I got like a migraine right now. It doesn't feel like a migraine though. It feels like it feels like a shooting, aching pain on the right side of my head that's just pulsating throughout. And I know that sounds like a migraine, but it's like, it feels like it's like tied to my, like, just like my temple area. Just like following my temple. My fucking favorite profession is Inscription, and the last 2 expansions we've just gotten shit on in terms of glyphs. Dude, I dropped Inscription this expansion. I rolled Inscription because I thought that they were going to make a lot of money with their missives. And they would probably make more money right now if like glyphs were an actual thing. But of course, glyphs suck, and missives don't really make all that much in terms of money. So what I went instead is I just went alchemy. And although I'm not really focused on leveling alchemy, I'm just taking it and putting in 1 point in it so I can get the 2-hour buff, because that shit is good, man. That shit is good. And it also helps out people because, you know, man, like back in my old guild, all right, you guys keep this a secret between you and me, but back in my old guild, bro, when they used to put down the cauldrons, I used to grab one, drink it, grab one, drink it, and grab one and put it in my bags, and none would be the wiser, you know what I'm saying? But like with this one, then I can, you know, with this 2-hour buff, then what I can do is I can just grab one and drink it, and I could have the 2-hour buff right there, and I can grab another one and have it in my bag. So really it saves a flask and is overall better for the guild bank. So when you think about it, bro, it's actually helping others. It's actually helping others and not just yourself. You know, you guys got to be selfless. You got to be selfless once in a while and think of other people. All right, oh, holy shit, we just got a bunch of people just subscribed. Cleanman52, yo, thank you so much for joining us at Testosterone Junkie, bro. Thank you so much. I like your peon picture, by the way. That is the equivalent to subscribing on Twitch. So again, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, and to you, the DJ DIJ. Thank you so much for joining as a tricep gremlin, dude. Thank you. I also used to do that. Oh, I still do that. Actually, no, I don't do that anymore, guys, because no one in my guild farms for cauldrons. I mean, the reason why I don't do it anymore is because it's wrong, and you know, y'all should respect the amount of time that people spend into farming stuff, you know, of course. The only reason you care about guild bank is because it's your guild. Dude, I don't give a fuck about my guild bank. If I cared about my guild bank, then there wouldn't be 0 gold in the guild bank, bro. Like, there's literally like 0 gold in the guild bank because I give all of you guys repairs, and like there's no money going in at all. And what is in the guild bank right now, dude? Fucking Nile putting in fucking gray stones that are worth like 2 gold? Oh shit, actually we do have some gold right now. Who donated gold? Did somebody don't? Oh, we got it from weekly challenges. Okay, so we're not broke right now, but we're about to be. Look at it. Look at the fucking shit in my guild bank right now, guys. Look at this. Fucking a black king snake. What the fuck? A black king snake? Oh no, sorry. Isig donated that. I can't bash on him. Sorry about that. But look at this fucking motherfucker Nile. Look at what he fucking put in. A fucking twitching stone, bro. This motherfucker put a twitching stone in my guild bank. 1 gold and 16 copper. What the fuck, bro? Like, who is that gonna benefit at all? And you see all these mats here are in the general tab. Bro, it's a fucking mats tab right here. Look at this. 1 stack of shrouded cloth, and then there's like fucking 6 stacks of them in here. But there's a mats tab right here, bro. Like, this is the type of shit that I'm dealing with right now. Like, what is it? Richly calligraphed invitation. Details of a great party are laid out in a fine lettering, and unfortunately, the intended recipient will never know to attend. 1 gold and 42. Who the fuck put this in here? Like, this is the type of fucking people that I'm raiding with, dude. This is the type of people that I'm raiding with. What is this? What actually is this? Fucking Tim, dude. Wow, you sound genuinely mad right now. I'm not. Bro, let me snag that snake. You can if you want, dude. Honestly. do you actually want it, though? Like, honestly? I don't know if you can pull it out yourself, but I can pull it out for you. I don't mind. Yo, thank you, Isig, so much for putting the snake in. Good old Isig. The guild master fears the charitable raider. I remember in guild raids, I used to click on too much feasts, and my GM used to say, who is wasting our feasts, but I never admit. Oh my god, I need to do that. I need to start doing that. I actually need to start doing that. But that will never be a thing because no one here farms feasts or cauldrons, so that probably won't be a thing. Bro, I should this motherfucker Nile, dude. So, in case you guys don't know, Nile's the dude from the LFR video, the priest that was life gripping everyone. And he's also the priest that was drunk on the Christmas video, the one that we did a +10 on. That dude on our old guild donated like 12 guns into like the guild bank. And the guild master was just like, what the fuck? Who's donating all of these guns in there? And they weren't even like good BOEs or anything. They were literally gray guns that you buy from a blacksmith. The dude is actually just something else. Something fucking else. My guild bank is about to be as unorganized as my bags, bro. It's gonna be so bad. What is going on with this hammer? It's actually having an epileptic attack. And I can't loot it. Can I loot it now? Strange. I've always looted the hammer. Do I have to be closer to his body? Or is he like too far? Oh, that's weird. That was weird. Oh, no mount. Alrighty. We're gonna go ahead and log over then. Raz, did Nao respond to you? Does he want to do Mythic Pluses or what? Bro, Krucial's so mad, usually he yells at all of us in Raid. That's not true. I don't get mad in Raid. I get mad in Mythic Pluses though. Yeah, to those of you guys who are thinking that like, oh man, you guys are so like chill and like I wish we had like a chill group to run with and stuff like that. Like we are chill most of the time and we fuck around a lot of the time, but a lot of the time we're also very serious and we take things seriously. And there are some like dungeons where people make like really just like 2 IQ plays, man. Like you say over and over, yo, don't pull that, don't pull that, don't pull that, and then they just backpedal into it. What happened? Like actual fucking ogre noise, ogre fucking aggro noise, dude. And yeah, that sometimes like that shit is like I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? I mean, I don't like stay mad at all, but like at that point in time, I'm just like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? What is wrong with you? Yo, if you guys want to get yelled at though, or if you guys wanna raid with us or do Mythic Pluses with people in our community, we got a cool guild right now. It's called Gemmed Your Mom's Socket. It's on Zul'jin NA, and guys, if you want to apply to the guild, it's there. We got a listing for it and everything. And if you want more information, go into the description of this stream, and then you'll find more. All right. Until then, though, I think we're going to hop on the monk and focus on him for a bit. My feeling when Ragnaros got legs. Dude, Ragnaros' full body model actually looks pretty good. It looks pretty solid. Can I donate more twitching stone? Yeah, I guess you can, dude. I guess you can. Sometimes brain no work right? I guess not, dude. Especially, bro, when you play with some of the fucking people that like we play with, like Tim. Dude, oh my god, Tim and I did a Sanguine Depths yesterday, dude. Or not yesterday, but like technically yesterday because it's not midnight now. And oh my god, bro, there were certain times where I was just like, is this an actual competition for who could be like the stupidest? But at the end of the day, I love them all and they can do whatever and I won't stay mad at them. I get mad at the current time, you know. I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? But I don't stay mad. Just hope I didn't pull too much. I actually don't know how much I can pull on this monk yet. I haven't pulled too much on him. He's very undergeared. He's like 60 item level. I think I have to concentrate on this dude. This guy. Can I even do this quest? This guy's hurting. I actually have to roll away. I need to use the spear. I should have popped that first. Oh my god, I actually died. Okay, I need to actually use that spear. I think this is the first character that I've actually had to use the spear for this quest. You did the Sanguine Depths without me? I'm gonna cry. You weren't online, bro. You were not online. I'm sorry. Please don't mention it. It was by far the worst dungeon I've ran this expansion. It was really bad. It was not fun at all. Let's see how undergeared this guy is. He's 81 item level. So he's like 50 item levels under what my warrior was going into this expansion. Oh my god, dude. I actually cannot do this. They're doing way too much damage. Ah, run! I might skip this quest, actually. Yeah, it's not part of the campaign quest, so I don't think I'm gonna do this. Oh my god, dude, that's actually so much damage. No, I must do this quest. I'm determined to do it. I'll just have to wait for cooldowns to come up. Yo, don't reset, just wait here. Wait here for me. Let me heal myself up. Yo, this is how interesting leveling is now, guys. If you make a new character and level on it, you'll actually be entertained because of like how difficult it can be. Okay, that is a wasted storm within fire. At the same thing, but in the most positive way in our Sanguine 14 in a friends group. Every single thing that went wrong and could have gone wrong did, yet we still timed it, but we all felt so defeated. I wish I could say the same. I wish I could say that we actually timed it, but we did not. It was really bad. I think I need to wait for some cooldowns to come up before, well, I have Zwen. I actually am, I'm actually scared to pull shit on this guy. On the other way, my guild is named Pancake, so Fabi, you're EU, aren't you? I would love to have you in the guild. Especially since you have so many alts, but if you are EU, then unfortunately that's not possible. Unless, of course, you want to make the swap. Yo, congrats, Dizzy, by the way, on the achievement. Congrats, my dude. This quest was tough on my monk as well. Had to wait for Karma each elite. Yeah, this is freaking pretty tough so far. I think this is the first time I've done this quest where I actually had to use the spear. The other times my characters were high enough level to where, like, item level to where this didn't need to happen. Oh, somebody else is pulling it. We are saved. We are saved. I'll go ahead and save Zwen for a mob that I actually needed on. Where's another one at? There's another one right there. I don't know when this guy's gonna hit 60, to be honest. I want him to, is that not aggro them? You gotta actually aggro them yourself? What the hell? I don't know when this dude's gonna hit 60. I would like for him to hit 60 by next week, but I have so many characters to like keep a hold of, and then I also got raids, so who knows when I'm going to actually be able to level up this guy, because I not only have to level this guy, but I also got to gear him too, and that's gonna take a while. I might actually buy some Castle Nathria BOEs, to be honest. The gearing up process is like so slow when you first start off. Plus I want to do like Torghast right away, so alright, so at least we got done with that quest. I will stay on EU and Pancakes. I'm happy there. Whatever makes you happy, Fabi. Whatever makes you happy. Honestly, I thought SH was pretty boring. But I don't really like Hunters. So, oh, Survival. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Hunter because of how, you know, obviously boring BM is. And I really like the whole spec of BM. I just don't like how boring it plays out. Otherwise, I might play Hunter. I might give it a shot because I really do need a range. It's just I like melee too much. Well, I hope you have a good night. It's time to head off and get some sleep. Have a good one, Loktar Ogar for the Horde. Yo, Dragonic, great to see you. Great to talk to you. I hope to see you again next week. Got that 100 tailoring. Nice, dude. I don't think I'm going to do any serious professions on this guy. I'll probably just like get motherfucking alchemy again and just get that 2-hour buff, because that's always nice to have. Oh, these freaking foxes, bro. You know what? Take that. I gotta do Torghast this week on my priest because the best single target shadow legendary drops from there. Gross, dude. I would offer to do it with you, but I won't because it's you know, it's Torghast. Oh, finally, non-elite quests. Thank God. I don't think I'm gonna level for too long though. I do want to go ahead and try to do some mythic pluses tonight. And I'm not sure how long Raz is gonna be on for. Raz, how long are you gonna be on for, dude? You're gonna be on for a while? If you're on for a while, then I still don't know when I'm going to level up. Or stop the stream, rather. And stop leveling. I also gotta climb from layer 1. What do you mean you gotta climb from layer 1? Didn't they like make it so that it's account bound? So like, or are you talking about you're so under geared that you have to do layer 1? Come here. None will be spared, not even the stupid stewards. Come here, y'all. All the way over here. So I don't forget to pick up this item after. Any of you guys who are like fully geared out, like is there a fully geared out like heroic or mythic Windwalker monk in this chat right now? Any of y'all here right now? I have a question for you. Should stream a mythic? Nah, because I'm gonna hop in voice with them. And you can't trust what they're gonna say, bro, so. Especially Tim, man. That dude says the most outlandish shit. Like, actually just... I think Tim should have been born, like, I don't know, 300 years ago with some of the shit that he says. It's actually just outlandish. Sometimes I hop in voice and Tim says what he says, and I'm like, my god, bro, like, who fucking... Like, who allowed this? I need to stop mashing that. Why are you saying this? 204 Windwalker Monk alt here. Ah, that's high enough. How is the mashiness of Windwalker at max level? Because leveling right now it's pretty mashy. But like, does it get like a lot mashier with the more gear that you have? I need to heal myself. Bro, this dude is literally slandering me right now. I mean, that seems to be fair considering all the other stuff that you say, right? So, like, bro, just like say what I'm saying is not true, dude. This damn locust manual. So, on like two of my characters, 2 of the 3 that I've leveled so far, this locust manual dropped from this one right here. Let's see if we'll be this lucky again. Oh my gosh, it is not it. Stop it, you're not calling anyone for help. Yeah, right now, I find Windwalker pretty darn mashy, but it could be because I'm spamming a lot of my keys. Maybe if I spam them less, then it won't be as mashy. Because I'm hitting like Tiger Palm like 3 times when I only need to hit it once. Okay, where are some of the other scrolls? He called for help and no one came. Oh, never mind. This Goliath just spawned right on top of him. Prepare for combat. Oh my god, that Ascendant needs to get out of my way. It's so big. It's like actually the Archon in fucking, what is it called? Spires. Okay, stay right there while I heal. Still streaming? Nice. Yeah, but I probably... I might stream for like 45 more minutes. I want to try to hit the 3-hour mark, but who knows. Dude, these Goliaths are kind of beefed out, though. They got more health than me. Although that's not really a huge accomplishment. I am pretty undergeared on this tune. And I might have to run and heal again. No, I should be good. Leveling up on a boosted character sucks. Leveling up my DK and my warrior was so freaking easy, dude. Both of them were like 125, 130-ish item level or something. And then this guy is like so undergeared. It's actually crappy. My pally didn't have a rough time because I leveled her up in protection. So it really wasn't an issue at all. So this is like the first time that I'm experiencing the huge gear issue with you know, a boosted character and leveling. Oops. Yo, what's up, Ligglepuff? Do you plan on doing any transmog runs in BFA? Transmog runs in BFA with fans? Yeah, I know you want Gmod, I mean, it'd be nice to have Gmod, but I wouldn't really be too interested in like getting it, to be honest. It's not like something that I would want to farm every single week to get it. It would be whatever. Leveling as tank is almost always super easy. Yeah. Even when I did it in Ret, though, it was really easy. Do I need to hit this again? What's going on here? There we go. Wouldn't start the first time. I see a lot of Mist just sitting in queue and not being accepted. My friend runs a Mistweaver right now and he's not really too happy about it. And I don't plan on playing Mistweaver at all. I plan on playing Brewmaster and Windwalker for sure. But healing's never really my cup of tea. I'm not a huge fan when it comes to healing. I don't know. It's just nothing that, it's not something that, not a playstyle that's really appealed to me all too much. Except maybe Holy Pally. Holy Pally may be the exception because they tend to do a lot of damage too. Having like a Holy Paladin in your group is like actually having another DPS. They're nuts, especially if they're Venthyr. Then they can pop the 4-minute Ashen Hollow and just have insane burst windows. It's just crazy. Okay, so we need 6 more. Holy Paladin with Ashen Hollow is insane. It is insane, especially in raids. I don't know. I honestly don't know how crazy they are in Mythic Pluses, but definitely in raids they're pretty bonkers. I have yet to run one that is like seen one that is extremely good yet, mainly because we don't raid with a Holy Pally, and the ones that I've seen in Pugs aren't all that great. But I've seen like, you know, the Race to World First, some of the Pallies there, and they have been absolutely nuts. Actually, that should be enough. There we go. We're done. Get off me, bro. I have no stun. Guess I'll have to kill you. With Divine Toll, they're pretty good in Mythic Plus. I love Divine Toll in Mythic Plus. It's so good. Divine Toll is so good, and it's honestly so fun too. You actually feel like you're Captain America when you're playing Prot. But there is something that I hate about it, and it's the Divine Toll Conduit. I only have that at 145 item level right now, and I've had no luck from the world bosses at all to get an upgrade for that conduit. So my prop pally is like 212 unequipped right now, 211 equipped, and still rocking a green 145 conduit. It's great. It is great. Oh, you fucker, dude. Actually just mollywop me and interrupt me? Fuck yourself, dude. I know I can also get him from like the callings and stuff too, but like I'm just not into doing the callings, which is gonna be a problem too, because if you guys haven't noticed, I really despise a lot of the Covenant stuff, like a lot of the Covenant campaign stuff and a lot of the anima grinding and whatnot. So this guy will probably have to rely a lot on just Mythic Plus gearing, and also just maybe PvPing in order to get loot, because I'm not going to be able to get my anima armor. The Covenant armor, I mean. Damn it, Krucial, I wanted to take a nap before work, and here you are. Yo, Debuta, go take a nap. We're not doing anything interesting. All we're doing is just leveling. Unless you enjoy, you know, me just talking bullshit like I always do. Which, surprisingly, some people actually do. Although I kind of... What the fuck? Oz is on right now? Why the hell is Oz on? Yo, what the fuck, dude? Oz, why are you awake right now, dude? Why are you awake right now? Yo, that's our Mythic Plus team right there, though. We have Amon, Tim's on, Raz is on his tank, Oz is on his healer. Why are you on Oz? What are you doing? Let's go, people. My butthole is prepared. It's okay, it's all fine. It's all fine. Actually, it might not be fine. I gotta heal. Go, deal with them. That was also a big issue that I had on my my paladin as well when I first started playing him. I was really undergeared, and I was really I really like to overpull, just because I like to do shit quickly, and I like to chain pull a bit. And when you overpull while tanking like a mythic 9 or a 10 while at 179 item level, it's not exactly the best. Why did that keep canceling? I think I'm having an issue with quests right now. That cast right there kept canceling, and then the cast before, where I was activating the construct and stuff like that, and actually killing the invisible amalgamations or whatever, that shit was canceling too. Quests around this area usually glitch. Like this next quest always glitches out on me, so we'll see. We'll see. Haven't tried sleeping yet. Couldn't sleep? Ah, I guess it's time to Mythic Plus then, my friend. I do, but man, bet. I'll see you next week. I'll see you next week, to Buddha. Thanks for tuning in at least, dude. This guy always phases out. Alright, let's see. Oh, he phases out. He faded out again, dude. This has happened on every single one of my characters. And I cannot click my campaign quest. So let me just go ahead and do that. Every single time I've started this, he always glitches out like that. It is so strange. Or she. You play on EU or NA? I play on NA. I play on NA. And I have a lot of people from EU that also play on NA as well. This guy is doing absolutely no damage. Like the trash packs that I was pulling outside did so much more damage than this thing. I'm not looking forward to questing an Arden Wield, I'm gonna be honest. Bastion is always okay because it's really quick. Maldraxxus is alright because it's kind of I don't know, Maldraxxus seems like kind of a routinely thing. It's like you get this house, then you get this house, and then you get this house and then you're done. But like Arden Wield is just, I don't know, man. I'm not. Oh, the story is like kind of meh. The whole thing is kind of long. You ain't calling anyone for help. Oh, I guess I'll call for help anyway. I think out of all my characters, though, I think my warrior leveled the fastest. Leveling up while playing Fury and essentially constantly always having heals. And then being as like geared as I was from raiding and BFA, it made it really easy. I also had a lot of gear on my Death Knight as well, but I don't know. It just felt a lot easier on my warrior because of how much more mobile they were. It was a lot faster. I am squishy though, dude. I am so squishy. I take my eyes like off the health bar for like 2 seconds. I'm like almost dead. Yeah, Arden is the longest. I honestly, I do feel like Arden Wield is the longest because I don't really count Revendreth. Because Revendreth, by the time I get through there, I do like 6 quests or 7 or 8. And then I'm 99% on onto level 59. And then I go ahead and go back into Oribos and then turn on Threads of Fate. Yeah, I do stagger it at 99%, by the way. I do. I try to avoid as much XP grinding as I can when I go back to Oribos. So usually when I like go back and pick my my Covenant ability, that's like pretty much the end of it. Because I'm already at like 99%. Just like kill one thing and that's it. Where'd these go? What the fuck? Where'd you guys come from? Hello. I don't want them to murk me, so Where did y'all come from? Yo, honestly though, in terms of like the story for Bastion, I think that I would side with the Forsworn, to be honest. If they didn't do the shit where they sided with the Jailer, I think that's the only thing that they did wrong. They sided with the Jailer. That's it. Like, everything else is perfectly understandable. The Kyrians want them to like forsake their old ways and pretty much become like not even human, but like machines, you know, emotionless. And I don't know, it reminds me a lot about like Anakin Skywalker and the Jedi. Excuse me. And that's why I kind of really resonate with the Forsworn. I just think them siding with the Jailer was really dumb. If they didn't side... See, the thing is, though, is that, like, I think that Blizzard thought that if they didn't make it so that the Forsworn sided with the Jailer, then people would probably side with the Forsworn. Because, honestly, when you look at the Forsworn's plight and you think about, like, what the Kyrians demand of them and stuff like that, you can kind of, like, see where the Forsworn are getting from, bro. Like, how can, like, Uther go through everything that he did and then still, like, you know, just forget like it never happened and pretend to never be him or like the events that molded him into who he was? Like, that would suck. Imagine like dying and then you see someone and they're just like, yeah, everything about your living that you experienced while in life, fucking forget about it. Pretend like it never happened. And if you couldn't do it because you don't want to forget about your parents, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, your kids, then you're just overall, you know, you're screwed and you become a Forsworn. And I think honestly most people would become a Forsworn. Like, it's just human reality. I think my application to your guild got declined. Oh, I probably didn't. I just probably haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen any of them. Yeah, I don't decline anybody from applying for my guild, so if you didn't get accepted yet, it's probably just because I haven't seen it. That's it. Oh, I have not done the second end offering yet. Where's that? Oh, it's over here. Too used to just going in there. Where's that Oh, is it up there? I think it's up here. It is. By the way, did you notice that I tried to say hi back on Discord? No, I didn't, Fabi. I did not. But I always assume so, because you always say hi, so I know it's a Fabi ritual. For a second, my heart stopped because I thought they were elite. But I could still die here. Actually gonna use Fortifying Brew. Let me heal myself. At least I have karma coming out of this. Okay, I think I'm okay, but oh, actually, no, I need to run, I think. Maybe if I pop Storm Earth and Fire one more time. Touch of Death that. Actually, we would have been fine. God, dude, I am so squishy. This is the most squishy I've ever been this expansion, and it actually scares me. I actually have to, like, not tunnel while leveling. Yo, what's up, Tariq? How was your night? Oh, it's going okay. You know, just getting the weekly stream out of the way. We finally got the transmog that we wanted from Hellfire Ramparts, though, so I guess that's a plus. I sent invites out to all, and no one accepted. If you guys apply to the guild, then and if we didn't accept it right away, that means somebody didn't see it. And if you guys log back on right now, then you're probably got an invite, and you guys gotta accept the invite to be a part of the guild. But the afterlife lasts for an eternity. I mean, the afterlife may last for an eternity, but don't you still want to remember who you were prior to, like, dying? The afterlife may last for an eternity, but you are who you are. You are sent to where you were because of who you were while you were living. So I don't know. To forget that person and forget who you are, that's pretty much just like being born again, and I wouldn't be down to do that. Regardless of the time frame. This Firelands music is a little late, by the way. Considering we just ran Firelands. Oh, I gotta help Clay now. Whoops. I keep fucking mashing that and I cancel it. I'm too eager. I'm too eager and it kind of fucks me while playing Monk because it cancels my Dragon Kick. I'd forget over time, to be honest. I mean, I would too. I would probably forget over time. I mean, like, if you spend an eternity, right? And then you spent, like, I don't know, 50 years and then you died in the World of Warcraft, then, like, yeah, you'd forget. But then that's, like, different compared to, like, if somebody tells you, like, right after you die, you gotta forget who you were, like, right now. Otherwise, you're not, like, one of us and then you could be, like, fucked or whatever. That's a different story. Man, these dudes are still wrecking me. Each auto attack is doing so much damage done to my health. I actually have to like vivify myself each time out of combat. Tim, were you this squishy on your monk as well? Like having to vivify every single time, like outside of combat? What damage tracker add-on are you using? I'm using Details. Yeah, I was. It was rough until Maldraxxus. All because of all the questing gear. Yeah, maybe I should probably do some of the side quests here to get some gear to prep me for Maldraxxus. If I go into Maldraxxus and I'm under-geared, that might be a bad time. Monk feels super squishy till you get good gear. Bro, look at my gear right now. Whoops, didn't mean to open that. 81 item level. 81 item level. And what was normal Nyalotha? 100? I think it was. Let's see. Battle for Azeroth, raids. Nyalotha, normal. 100. Oh my goodness. That's fucking rough, dude. That is rough. I actually have to watch like what I pull and stuff. Why did you send the vengeful one away? His gaze is too narrow. What actually what is the LFR gear? Let's see. Cause fucking Shadowlands has weird numbers, so I kind of forget. 85, yeah. Yeah, so heroic was 115. Yeah, Shadowlands has weird numbers in terms of like, I don't know, like their item levels. Like heroic is 213. But then Denathris is 220, which is what they usually do with like the higher end tier. But then like Mythic is like 226 and then like 233. It's so weird. Warlock gang turn up, dude. I should probably play my Warlock, seeing as to how well Affy got a little nerf right lately. I didn't say exactly what happened to them, but I heard that they got a little nerf. I'm not sure about that, but I'm sure that they're still pretty decent. Pretty competitive. I'm not a fan of Destro and Demo because Demo I just don't really like the playstyle that much. I think it's an interesting playstyle, but I just don't really, I'm not a huge fan of it. Destro, as I said, it's a really, you know, build dump type of spec. It's like the epitome definition of a build dump type of class. And I've played it for so many years that like it's kind of become like kind of stale for me. So Affy is kind of like the only spec that I want to play, and it's actually doing pretty damn good. But I don't know, I just love melee too much right now to be able to probably play a lock. Although right now, this expansion would probably be one of the best expansions to play a Warlock because of how much fucking mobility they have through Soul Shape. Like, Warlocks are pretty much just amazing right now because one of their main gripes that they had for the longest time has been overcome. Where's my other side quest I have to do? I thought I had more side quests. Oh, there's one back there. I don't want to skip out on too many side quests, otherwise I'll be too under-geared later on. I think here's the plan. I'll probably ding, and then I'm gonna log off and do some mythic pluses. I think that's what's gonna happen. Well, I'm gonna watch the snow falling outside for a bit longer and then go to bed. Have a good rest of the stream. Yo, Crazy Girl, thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a great rest of the night. A peaceful and nice night of sleep without any nightmares. And I hope you have a great time.
I understand.
I'm getting up early in the morning and see this stream. Now I have a good morning over here. Yo, dude. Thank you so much for that comment. Appreciate it. I'm glad that I can make somebody's day better, which is kind of actually surprising considering I usually have the opposite effect. Alrighty. I need assistance. Are you sure? Yes. I do not care. Oops. There we go. We got our Kyrian ability, everyone. Now we can have files. Now we can be have a little bit more health. Have a little bit more health. I think I actually want that where this is, and I move that over there. I'll worry about keybinds later. Fix the beacon while I go pick up the other quests. Okay, so those are some of the side quests. And then there's also one all the way over here. Oh wait, let me get the flight path first. Dude, that's another thing too, is that I really like mobile classes, and Monk is like super mobile. But the thing is with Monk is that like they're actually kind of enjoyable to play as well, because Demon Hunter, they're super mobile, but I don't find Havoc all too fun to play. I don't find them all too enjoyable. I played them a lot through BFA and they quickly fell off for me. Like Vengeance was okay. I found it pretty fun, like in the times in which I tanked. But in terms of Havoc, I don't know. Oh, finish with the RB.
We have urgent news for the Archon.
So I can level, please.
You are the ones from the temple of
I'll take this time to read chat. Do the Kyrian files share a CD with pots or anything? They do not, no. So if you have like a if you have a rogue that has Crimson Vial, spiritual healing potions, and file, you have 3 forms of healing. None of them stack. Oh, and warlock cookies as well. And warlock cookies. Okay, so when I did this quest for the first time, these guys fucking dropped me. They dropped me like over here somewhere and I fucking died, and it was, oh man, it was so AIDS to get back. Luckily I had my friend, he was able to res me, but my goodness bro, Shadowlands launch was something else. I hope that they don't drop me again, because I have kind of little faith in them having had fixed that bug. I need to go. Have a good day and bye. Yo, see you later, Fabi. I'm sure I'll see you on Discord very soon. I made a Windwalker Monk. The vials are definitely a boon. I also play an Aflock, but I've played Aflock since Wrath of the Lich King. Damn, that is loyalty to your class. I'm glad that you still find the class enjoyable. Do you PvP or PvE? Because there are patches where Affy hasn't been so good for PvE. So if you still played Affy all the while, that is very commendable. Just vibing here while I run the Love Rocket stuff on all my alts. Dude, I have not queued up for a single one of those. Not a single one. Ready to speak to the Archon. Okay. Now to go check on the wards. Alrighty. We are so close to leveling. We're actually at 100%. Dude, I think on my Paladin, before I turned on Threads of Fate in Revendreth, I actually hit 100% at level 59, because I knew the math was right, but I just didn't expect for it to be at a dead-ass 100%. And I went back to Oribos, and I was just super careful not to aggro anything, because literally one kill would have meant that I would have fucked up my Threads of Fate, and I would have had to oh my gosh, I keep double mashing that. Would have had to what is it called? Actually had to finish off my campaign quest line. That would have been really bad. If you guys are wondering, the reason why I'm double clicking Flying Serpent Kick is because it used to be where my role was back in Mists of Pandaria. So I haven't played Windwalker Monk all the way since Mop. So from Mop to Shadowlands, I did not play Windwalker Monk once except for that expansion. And I still have muscle memory on W being roll. So a lot of the times I'm like constantly mashing it like that, trying to roll. Because I'm still like trying to get accustomed to these new keybinds. Because I only boosted this guy a few days ago. I didn't level him. Because F that. I mean, leveling isn't too bad now. It's just that I'm not a huge fan of leveling. Not a huge fan. Although all this that we're doing right now, this isn't even the bad part yet. The bad part is when we actually hit level 60. That's when the real grind starts. They fixed it now. You could turn it on at 60. Oh, did they? I did. Oh, wow. When did they do that? That must have been fairly recent. Because my paladin, yeah, my pally hit 60 like a month ago or something like that. And okay, please don't drop me. Please don't drop me. I kind of hate though how the Plaguefall dungeons have. Oh, I promised I would. Oh fuck! I promised I would level up, leave the stream after I leveled up. Oh well. I'll just fucking end it after I land. But anyways, as I was saying, I wish the dungeon quest yielded more XP because the dungeon quest yields such little XP this expansion. It's actually kind of ridiculous. Yo, good morning, Emil. What's going on? I just put everything in a usual place, like my movement ability on A and self heals at D. I usually do that too. I usually put my movement ability on W. But I had to change my keybinds because my wrist was getting a little irritated, Belarus, so that kind of made things a little bit more complicated. If I didn't have, if retail wasn't so mashy, and I didn't, I can't skip this cutscene by the way, but if retail wasn't so mashy, and I was didn't have any wrist issues, then I would keep my keybinds across all my characters the same. But depending on how irritable my wrist is, depending on the class, then I have to make changes to certain keybinds, and it starts to become a little sloppy in terms of like trying to remember what keybind is for what character. But thankfully, you know, you get accustomed to it as you play the character more and more. 2 resets ago? Ah, okay, that's why. Yeah, that's way too recent for me to have noticed. Way too recent. You don't use WASD to move? No, I use ESDF because then it allows me to use Q and W, and just like allows me to use more buttons near the center of the keyboard for my to press as keybinds, rather than if I were to use WASD, then I would like use less buttons to my left, whereas I could use like W and Q and stuff, and NA of course. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna end this here though. Although it is it does get a little. When I did swap to ESDF, I don't remember when I did that. I think I did it when I was in WoD. I think that's when I made the swap. And when I first did that and I started swapping on to different games, I was like, man, I was confused as fuck because I would be accustomed to like putting my fingers on WASD, and then I'd go to ESDF or EDSF, and then I'd go from EDSF to WSAD and stuff like that, and it would just throw me off. But now I'm used to it, and I honestly love having ESDF as movement keys. It's really nice. Alright guys, I think that's going to be the end to this stream though. Oh, I didn't make the 3-hour mark. What a shame. But I'm going to head off and then probably render a video, take a little break, eat some food, and then go ahead and run some Mythic Pluses with the boys while Raz is still able to. So again guys, thank you so much for coming to the stream, and great to meet all you new people, and of course all you guys who have returned. Good to see you guys all again. Ethan, thank you so much for tuning into literally every fucking stream that I do, dude. I always appreciate you, man. And I appreciate all you other guys as well, guys and gals. If you guys want to keep in touch, please make sure to join us via the Discord link. And if you guys are interested in the guild, then the more information can be found in the description and on Discord. So again guys, thank you so much for tuning into the stream, but I'll catch you guys later. Have a